Hello! Wow, we're back again for another one.
Another one.
Another one. Hello, welcome to Dungeons, Dice and Dudes, where we take those three things, mix them together, and all sorts of magic and fun and friendship happens.
Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode, and hopefully you're enjoying this mini campaign. We're now at session 5, which is hopefully for me midway for this little arc. So thanks for coming back. Thanks for joining us for another. And before we have some fun and games and roll some dice, let's have some announcements straight off the top. So if you are looking to get some great discount on some amazing products, Nathan, what you got for the fans?
Hello. So, at the moment, currently, we are, myself and by extension, the podcast, are ambassadors for DDandD, an amazing company based in the UK that makes luxury handcrafted items for geeks and gamers worldwide. That's right. They ship worldwide. Mr. Worldwide.
Oh, dale.
So if you fancy maybe refreshing your stockpile of many, many dice, or perhaps you want to...
Come on. Wow. Goodness. My goodness, Annie, how you've grown. What?
Anyway, no context.
We're leaving that in.
Yeah, that's staying. Right, it's staying.
Maybe you want to get a new T-shirt with your favourite D&D class, or maybe you're a big fan of Final Fantasy. They have just had a redesign of their Shinra T-shirt. Then you can head on over to DDandD and at checkout use the discount code THEBRIGSY, that's THEBRIGGSY, to get yourself 5% off of your entire order. Not only does that get you money off of some awesome stuff, but it also helps support us, and it supports an amazing local company that is also a supporter of the LGBTQIA+ community. So win, win, win. What are you waiting for? Head on over there.
Nice. And then I also believe from last episode we were talking about your Discord channel. Where can people find out more about that and learn more about the podcast and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so as well as that, if you want to, you can head on over to twitch.tv/TheBrigsy, and on the About section, head on over to the Discord channel, where you should be able to be kept abreast of when we're posting things on the various social media accounts, if Discord is more your cup of tea. I know you have all of your social media notifications on mute, like I do, because there's so many of them. I've got so many people just sliding into my DMs. All those bot accounts from when I made the mistake of asking for new emotes.
Yes.
Nice. You're a busy guy. Look at you. You've just done Tough Mudder.
Just done Tough Mudder.
With this boy as well. So
new video for it coming soon. I'll be posting it on the YouTubes.
Boy's covered in mud.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Goodness me. Thank you, Nathan.
No worries.
So, with that covered, if you are looking to know other podcast platforms that we might be on, if this one isn't quite your cup of tea, and also about all of our socials, hit them up with the good news.
Hello everyone. As George was saying, if you're looking to mix it up with your subscriptions or...
Is this...
Yeah.
It was the same thing that he clicked.
You guys. Is that not deliberate?
What is it? I want to know that.
If anyone wants to know, me and Nathan were featured on the Tough Mudder
okay.
We just got a bit overexcited because we just found out, so...
I didn't know that was what that was. I thought it was just a picture.
So, If you would like to listen to us on another platform, we are widely available on all platforms as long as they are the ones that I've just come off the page for, which include Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Amazon Music, Castbox, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and Stitcher. You can so you can find us on all of those. However, if listening is not enough and you want to keep up with all of our antics, then feel free to check out our socials. So main one I'd probably suggest going to would be Instagram at Dungeons, Dice and Dudes. But you can also find us on Twitter at Dungeons_Dudes. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hot.
Yeah.
Very hot.
So hopefully we can get through Danlo's bit with no interruptions.
Nah, I've got too much respect for him to do that.
Not for you.
This is the highbrow section.
If you want to listen to us, if you want to listen to a completely different podcast, one that's way better than this one. Mark didn't know what they got.
It's not. different tastes. Different strokes, as they say. Everyone can go to thinkingcritically.co.uk, where I host the D&D discussion podcast, where we take a different word or topic each week and talk about what it means in the D&D comedy framework before they prepare the music. Go. Nah, everyone knows.
It's a great, honestly, it's a great podcast. And you've been very professional, very consistent.
Appropriately, next episode is Chaos.
Oh,
which will be out by the time this episode airs.
There's a lot of this around the table tonight, so...
I think that's all the announcements, isn't
I
it?
think that's the announcements.
I think that's everything covered.
So sorry, everybody.
It's what they come back for. It's why they love us. Right? Guys?
Please say yes.
Please.
I love a podcast that blows my eardrums out every 5 seconds.
Well, if that is everything covered, let's go ahead and dive into playing some D&D. And we'll start tonight's session as we start every session with a recap of the last session. So, in the last session, the road from Traveller's Rest was filled with conversation and learning about each other. Aximus had a chance to meet Levistus, bread was had by all of you, and the group discussed Goldenpass and the plans of where to next. Following the road, you passed farmland and eventually came across the beautiful city of Goldenpass with its heavy stone walls, tall spires, and strategic dominance of the landscape. These wandering views were broken, however, at the sight of many folks who had fled the Summer's Close festival on the road, refugees trying to access safety to Goldenpass and were being held at the gates. At the gates, and under questioning, the Zone of Truth used by Arcaximus led to some honest reasons for their being at the city, and with Lovenor's credentials, this gained you access into the city for now, under the reason that you will be requesting access to a teleportation circle at the Monastery of the Silent Order. As you pushed on through the training district and the canals of Goldenpass, Zone of Truth further created shares as Lucian opened up about his death in Goldenpass and resurrection over 60 years ago. This was met with lots of questions from the group. As you arrived at the Dancing Dragon, you were greeted by the Dragonborn and ex-adventurer, come in-keep Kraukus. He would hold you up for the night on a tab run by Lovenor and the Zragate military. As night set in, you played card games in the form of Dead Man's Legs, made 40 gold, and eviscerated the other players who were cheating under the table through your game-playing prowess. As you ate together, Lucian turned his nose up at Crockmister, or warm cheese that had been ordered, and then you went on to play drinking games led by Krakus. With piss and wine being drunk, you fought valiantly, and with some stealthy use of Bless and Lay on Hands, stayed in the game as long as you could. However, the heavy drinking took Finn out of play as he passed out after drinking heavily, and Lucian too. They both drank their fair share of wine and piss and threw up on some punters watching them, who were cheering them on. Causing a mass brawl, which Krakus used a major image of a dragon's head incinerating all of you to stop the fight before it got too serious. In an alley outside, Finn shared with Lucian that he's heard voices and has also died decades prior before and had been resurrected also. You bonded over these truths, and throwing up in the alley together, whilst this was going on, Ark asked Krakus after the Progidium Venardi. Krakus shared that they've been on the decline, don't really operate in as many cities as they used to, but may have a base in Zragate, but definitely in Trespol. And as sleep found all three of you, nightmares were had, and you all heard a voice saying, "Now you know, I have you all. You think yourself pure, you're not. You're my pawns in this game." So, that's what happened last time round. Morning begins to pour through the windows of the Dancing Dragon Inn, and the room the three of you are occupying. Probably not feeling great, maybe a bit of a musk in the air. Some of you might have sorer heads than others from your usual hangovers. And this is the first time that you've all woken up and felt relatively safe and calm in the last few days.
I take it my alarm didn't trigger over the night.
No, it was not triggered.
Good.
So, what are you doing? Goodness.
He's in character.
Hey.
So Finn doesn't get drunk like ever. So very tender this morning. Right. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it's like I did something called Tough Mudder and it just hurts everywhere.
On the opposite side of that, Lucian is very used to being drunk and hungover, and as the youngest in the group, probably doesn't have the same effect. 20?
Finn would probably be younger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
19.
So we're a few months apart. But
Wait, what?
Lucian's
20.
only 20.
He just has that world
He's had a full life.
weariness.
Yeah.
His
All the
years-
cigarettes and
Yeah,
wine.
yeah.
Arky's 10.
As a former man of the sea, he is used to lots of nights drinking.
Yeah,
Would you say a seaman?
Nah, sailor. Sailor.
Sailor.
Good man.
Early knower.
So this is quite normal territory for him. Bit of salt water, throw up, cigarette or three, and he's fine.
Coffee.
Oh, no, he's just on his way down to get coffee.
Nice.
And just on my way down to get coffee. Does anyone want anything? I don't think there'd be anything fancy downstairs, just a warning.
Coffee for the boy.
That's a good idea. You drink coffee? I know you're not worldly.
Yeah, I mean, I if I do have coffee, I tend to have it with like a lot of milk.
I won't get you that.
I mean that's fine. That's fine.
I'll get you proper coffee.
Okay, friend.
It's just coffee. And he goes downstairs.
Okay.
Ark. I was meant to say Arky. Sorry, trying to be a bit more respectful. Ark Aximus. I just want to say that yesterday, I lied to you.
I locked the door.
Wait, what? No. I mean, I don't think I lied about anything too bad. I was playing a little prank on you because, you know, we're an adventuring party. We're all comrades. My sword wasn't really talking to you. So, you know, I feel like last night really bonded us all together, and I just kind of felt a little bit bad about it.
I unlocked the door. About to witness a murder.
About to kill this guy.
Rewind the tape, just murder some murder.
Razor's edge. But is communication with the creature inside possible?
No, I think at least the way that Levistus put it to me was that I can talk to him, but Yeah, I don't think anybody else can. But I could always act as like an intermediary if you ever need to. He's very powerful, so he might be able to, I don't know, help you out sometime. If you've got a girl that you like and you're trying to figure out how to talk to her.
They are but a distraction.
All this is going.
All the life spices are a distraction. No, he did all that stuff in the other campaign. It's fine. No, they're a distraction. I will require no such assistance from such a creature. All I would suggest is you take caution in dealings with the unknown.
Yeah, I know. I know. I guess because we've been travelling together for so long, he's he's more like a not a pet, because that seems kind of demeaning, but just a very good supporter, like a cheerleader.
I fear there may be a pet in the relationship, but it will not be him.
You think he's going to give me a pet?
Does Lucian arrive with the coffee?
We've gone downstairs to be prepared.
Yeah.
Then, in which case, I won't actually answer. I'll just continue. Strap it in.
Oh.
You may assist if you wish.
Oh, I've got to put my own on.
I've got a pile of metal armour that looks like a cape over there.
I've got breastplate. It takes a couple of seconds to buckle in.
Well, let me show you how to do it properly. That's sincere.
That's yeah, sure.
And then I'm like proper strap you in, nice
I
and
thought you were about
tight.
to like punch me.
No, I assume they're like leather
Just starts
straps, right?
working the body.
Yeah, through a buckle. So
Yeah.
I'm like almost winding you as I'm like
Yeah, you're
nice and tight.
Keira Knightley in like Pirates of the Caribbean. The corset.
It's taken a couple of inches off my waistline though.
You are
actually.
cinched to the guards.
Oh, no.
Armour maintenance and fit will take you very far in this world.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
Now do me, like I showed you.
So really tight, yeah.
Tighter boy!
As we leave that scene. And
Smash cut.
so, yeah. Did he tighten? And hard cut down to the main area of the inn, the bar where currently Lucien is with Krakus eating a croissant.
So I think you'll find it's pronounced crack house.
Crankus.
Krampus.
Mr. Krakos, I must say this is very good fresh baked croissant. Where is it? You bake yourself?
Well, I don't really do a lot of the manual labour and things like that. I've got and he just points into the middle of the kind of where the tables are. He points, and you can just see a series of plates and things stacked on top of each other from the night before, just being moved around. More plates, kind of tankards being picked up and added to it, but they're just hovering around. He's like, "Yeah, I've got I use one of my little spells to have a little bit of help with running this place. And, yeah, that's my little unseen servant over there. So he does a lot of it. He actually baked those as well. I mean, I've been using him for a few years. He didn't used to be able to do shit, but I've made him a bit more refined over time. He can do some more complex tasks.
Well, maybe he is in need of raise.
No, he doesn't get a wage. It's a spell.
So it's sense of humor where I'm from. Right?
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I digress. I'm down here. I'm looking to get some coffee for my
Okay.
adventuring party. Obviously, the young one is not as worldly as myself and the weird one. So perhaps, I'd like to introduce him to a good beverage. If you're not up to the task, then I find somewhere else. But how are your coffee scores?
Well, we get some beans in from like the southern cities. So we got some We've got some Acador beans, which are pretty good.
What are notes? Notes, hints. What do I taste?
I don't really drink coffee,
Oh dear.
so I don't really know, but I'm told it's meant to be pretty good.
I have one of those.
Okay, cool.
Please.
So what? Just a coffee.
Straight up, 3 black.
All right. Well, it's on the Love and All's tab, so
Yes.
I'll get to work on getting those ready, and maybe a few minutes.
I understand you. If I just speak clandestine for a second. Here in Southern Quarter, I always knew it had a reputation of maybe things happen down here that you don't normally see at the rest of Goldenpass. Secret societies and what have you, like criminal organization, import-export, that sort of thing. Does that still happen down here, or is that more a thing of the past?
Not really. Again, if they're secret organisations, I guess the whole point is I wouldn't know if they were.
They'd be bad at their job if you did, yes.
Yeah.
Excuse me, it's early in the morning, no coffee. Only had cigarette for breakfast and delicious croissants.
It's alright. I mean, what I would say is if you were going to try and find any of them, obviously the Southern Quarter is a bit rougher than most, but most of the crime here is under the table. It's more about avoiding taxes and kind of breaking laws discreetly. So, I mean, most of that would probably happen in the North Wharf. It's like an area of like canals and docks where a lot of the river-based trade in the city happens. Obviously, most of it's land-based trade, but yeah, it's probably a good place to do it. A few people have been thrown in there when they've been killed, so yeah. Again, it's very rare, but it does happen.
Well, I appreciate any information that you give to myself and my party. Obviously, you take very good care of us, being a friend with our man there. And actually, maybe take this for yourself. And I give him 3 gold on the night I won before.
That's very kind of you. Yeah.
For your discretion.
Yeah, of course. I mean, what happens here, I don't really say much. It's, when stuff spills out of here into the streets, that's when I get problems. So.
Oh, yes.
But normally it doesn't get that bad. What are your group's plans for today?
Well, you know, a bit of this, bit of that. I might take them up exploring into North Wharf, as you say. But I imagine they probably have their own things they want to get up on. My needs are quite different from the rest of the party.
I can't do it much tighter!
Oh dear.
Sounds like your boys are struggling. Do you come downstairs, or are you staying up in the room to tighten each other up a bit more?
I think we're going to have breakfast in the room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll wait for...
I'll put out current cigarette, light another one.
He's been making the coffee whilst you've been having this conversation. 3.
Do I have a styrofoam holder?
You do, yeah.
Back to the environment.
No. Oof, yeah.
Different time now then.
Yeah.
Probably a
It's
wooden
kind of like
holder.
do what you want, use what resources.
Bamboo.
Yeah. Worry about it later. No, he says to you, don't worry about you carrying them up. I'll get any clicks, and then this, what you don't see, these plates, tankards get put down on the table, and it comes on over to you, and he gets his unseen servant to help you take them up to the room.
Much obliged.
You go with him up to the room, yeah?
On the way back up the stairs, I pick up an empty ashtray.
Okay.
I did this one. I fill up the last one.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you go back up to the room, your 3 coffees are delivered, and you find these 2 in the throes of...
He's now down to my leg. He's starting doing my calves.
Oh, right. Strapping him up.
Yeah.
And then the coffee run. Get your chatting gear around this.
Thanks. Do you mind just popping it on the desk? He's just really thick down here, so it's taking a while.
Well, it's perfect temperature right now. If you leave it,
You need the coffee. Drink the coffee.
5 minutes.
Okay.
You'd lose the flavors and the taste.
Tastes like dirt.
You need to mature your tastes.
I take a sip for myself.
Tastes good. It's good coffee.
Yes. You know, you are young. What do you know?
Seems kind of slightly offensive, but
I'm sorry.
They're younger than you.
Yeah, you got much grow up to do. In terms of refinement of palate.
Okay. Well, we need to meet Lovenor, don't we? He's gonna teleport us.
Yes, well, maybe he'll be coming here to settle his bill, so we won't have to go too far.
Well, I'm thinking maybe if we have time, I got chatting with that man downstairs, and he say North Wharf is a hub of semi-shady dealings. If I am to find answer for my predicament, maybe we could look there, as long as the two of you don't mind some extracurricular activity.
If we had to go, we had to go now, as Lavanor was exceptionally keen on travelling.
He is a punctual man, but I am ready to go.
Our strap tightened.
As you hear from downstairs. Hey, where the fuck are they then? Are they up in their rooms? Yeah, they're upstairs. I'm in room 233. Yep, that's where they are. They didn't really take the piss. Well, they fucking better not have.
Seems your trip might have to wait.
Hey, are you not naked in there? You lot, all up on each other, because that's fine, but just I don't want to see it.
No, we are all strapped in hard and tight.
Aye, you are. You look very... God, can you breathe?
It's a struggle. I might have to puncture a lung.
Looks
It builds stature. Builds character.
Right, well, it's got a little bit crazy out there, I'm not going to lie to you, so we should probably... Look, it's still early morning, I've not planned to go straight to the monastery just yet. Grandmaster won't be there for a little while anyway, so you've got a bit of time, but yeah, it's absolutely manic on the streets out there.
In what way?
Well, I think, that lot of people that we passed and just kind of... I think you said that you were better than them.
Yes.
Well, they're now all inside the city.
Yeah. Good for them.
Yeah, I think it got a bit tense last night, from what I've heard, and the guards just let everyone in. Probably going to have all the inns filled up with all these refugees by the end of the night. So, yeah, it's pretty manic out there.
Well, our room will be spare. They can use it.
Aye, yeah.
Yeah, we're all good to go.
Yeah, you all right?
Could have more cigarette, but
How many have you had already this morning?
I'm just pulling your chain. It's no mind to yourself. But thank you for your generous hospitality.
Okay, right. Well, as I said, you've probably got like...
He's just eating berries.
I was going to say, he's munching on something.
Yeah.
Full continental breakfast.
Yeah.
Just so many cold
Cocoa Pops in a set.
Variety pack.
Chocolate puff rice-based cereal of choice.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah, there are options out there.
Yes.
Yeah. We've probably got... It's early morning now. Probably got like 3 hours or so before we go there.
We did have an errand to run
Okay.
for the North Wharf. Is that?
The North Wharf.
North
yes.
Wharf. But do you know the way, actually?
Yeah, I've been there loads, so...
Well, steel yourselves, gentlemen. Tarry not as we make our way to the North Wharf.
What are these words?
Let's go.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of losing its oomph a little bit.
I have to get it in. It's like every. There has to be just in case you don't get any combat this one. Then I have to hedge my bets just in case.
That's a t-shirt.
Yeah. We're getting that printed.
Well,
Right.
I'm ready to go, and you two metal boys are.
How old are you?
I said metal boys.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. We are wearing metal. Very astute, Lucy.
How do you feel about being called that?
It is not my favorite nickname that I required.
Likewise.
Let's go!
Right then, let's go, shall we? Yeah. And you follow Lavanor downstairs. He has a chat with Krakus and settles up the tab for unless any of you are looking in particular. No?
If there's some stuff like some food out on the bar and stuff like pastries and whatnot, can you grab?
Stuff left from the night before.
That's fine. Builds character.
Fair enough. Yeah, there'll be some like just pies and just all sorts of meats and cheeses and stuff like that, but nothing really breakfasty. You didn't get a croissant.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Offer you a berry.
These are the good berries. Yeah, he settles up with Krakos, and then right, let's go. And as you leave the Dancing Dragon Inn and you hit the streets, again you're in like the southern quarter, so not the shining entrance of the city, not the most well kept area, but still lots of people already in the streets milling about, lots of businesses and traders and stalls opening and all sorts of things like that. Some of the Golden Troop guards making their way around, plus lots of well-dressed people with very dirty clothes, milling about, sitting down, some families kind of holding each other, resting, relaxing, some people trying to get access to various inns and different places to find a room for the night. But yeah, it's busy, plus some with all the extra people that have come from the Summer's Close Festival.
While we're walking, I was asked Glavenor, is there, how familiar with you are you with the fortifications of this city?
Yeah. What do you want to know?
Well, should any of the brain dogs make their way in, how protected are the people?
Well, I mean, the main outer walls and the gates are the main defence of letting anything malicious inside. Within the city there are different wards, and then there is the fortress and military ward with the Golden Fort right in the middle, which is kind of like the main military and administration kind of centre of the city. But yeah, as far as fortifications, I mean, they're well fortified. The Golden Troop are well armed, lots of tax money, lots of things like that keep them well armoured and ready to fight as a militia. But yeah, if the walls are breached, then yeah,
they could fall back to the Golden Keep.
They could fall back to the Golden Fort. Yep, you're absolutely right. And that would be their final defensive position. Yeah, if they needed to.
Excellent.
Why are you planning an attack? Or?
Quite the opposite.
Okay.
I'm concerned for the safety of the refugees. They have seen quite a lot, and it would be a pity for them to fall foul a second time. If this is indeed a safe haven for them, then their journey has ended.
Yeah, I imagine it will be. They'll be all right now. The city's well fortified, so any outward attackers, they would struggle to reach.
These creatures work with a malevolent intelligence. I can only hope that they do not find any cracks in the walls.
Yeah, no. The only don't worry. Yeah, no. Seems like a pretty well defended city.
Doesn't matter anyway, because we're here. Adventurers extraordinaire.
For the next 4 hours, and then you're gone.
4 hours of safety is better than no safety at all. Other than the walls, of course, but you know, the walls fell in the last place that we were at, so can't have been that good.
Keep your wits about you then, should you pledge your life to the safety of others.
I'm always ready, and there's like a little crackle of like fiery dark smoke that puffs from my hand a little bit.
Good.
That's pretty cool.
If you think that's cool, watch this. I'll just pretend to like
Oh,
put my thumb and disconnect it.
You know what? I take that back. I take it all back.
You don't like? I mean, kids normally like that one.
Is it because I'm short? Is that why you're saying I would like that?
No.
No, go on, please. Carry on.
That's
I think you should
dig-
know what you meant.
Dig a deeper hole for yourself.
an unintentional link that you've made. I'm just trying to. Oh my god, what's that?
Don't make me turn this party around. We all go back to the inn. We will sit in the room for 4 hours.
Oh, but I don't.
Is that what you want, Finn? Is that what you want, Finn?
I want to adventure.
Would you want to go on an adventure?
Yes.
I will take your iPad away from you.
Give me your sentient weapon.
No!
So, obviously you headed straight to the Southern Quarter and the Dancing Dragon. As you proceed through the streets and you're taking in the sights, you head back towards the centre kind of main area of the city, where the kind of main entrance is. And this is just, full, swarming with people who are surplus to the normal population, taking seats, refuge, getting food and supplies. Again, none of them are particularly... To go to that festival in the first place, you have to relatively have some money behind you. They probably had money that they'd taken there to spend on the night, which they probably didn't end up spending. So they can look after themselves when it comes to buying supplies, getting food. They're just very weary, and they're all kind of milling in the centre main entrance where the main gates of the city are, and you pass those as you continue heading up towards... Have you mentioned where you wanted to head to?
Yeah, we asked him to
Yes, you did, yeah. As you head up to the North Wharf. As you enter the North Wharf area, it's just a series of various canals and mini bridges, kind of like imagine Venice, but more for trading than for kind of gorgeous architecture and things like that. So lots of warehouses, lots of docking mechanisms, so cranes, boats, all sorts of ways to dock with boats. And the sound of people shouting, move that over here, let's load this up, come on, let's go. Boats coming in, people ringing bells to announce they've arrived, and things being offloaded and unloaded just fills the space. Yeah, you've arrived in the North Wharf.
It's unlikely, but the first thing I'm going to do is just look around to see if there may be anyone I recognise, be it a wharf worker, or a docksman, or someone from a boat.
Okay, are you spending some time doing this, or are you having a quick glance?
I'll spend a bit of time.
Okay, can I get to roll an investigation check for me?
It's a 6.
6. No, you don't recognise anyone in particular. Some faces that pass you, you think for a second and you stare them out a little bit, and then either you remember or think, actually that's not them, or they see you staring and go, can I help you?
No, I was looking, I thought I knew someone that worked here, but I can't concentrate. There's such a myriad of people around here that I can't tell who from what.
Okay.
And it just strikes his chin.
Alright.
And it takes a drag.
Okay.
Is that part of it?
Good for you. Yeah, keep looking.
Yes, excuse me.
They just busy themselves with strapping up a box to be loaded onto a crane.
How long did you say you had been murdered?
It was 65 years ago.
It's quite possible then that people you knew back then have died.
Very much so, but
not put too fine a point on it.
a lot of my comrades were different races. You'd had the elves, you'd have the sea genasi, especially when I was on board. But yes, it was a long shot, but I thought I'd maybe come round here, as this was one of the places I was meant to be acquainted before I met my, with admittedly untimely end. But alas, maybe not the, if the secret society doesn't want to be found, then you're kind of out of luck.
What's the name of your secret society? Shit. I mean, I'm right here, so you know. You're not very discreet for someone who's in a secret society.
No, that is correct. I wonder what is. Maybe I take knock on brain during alcohol poisoning last night, but I doubt it is around anymore. But I was part of a group called the Myriad who had served for decades.
There you go.
That's why.
I get it now.
With the way things are being run, and especially maybe I wasn't the only one who got backstabbed in the back, then perhaps society is not around anymore with people like me being excommunicated.
So as you say the name, the Myriad, he starts to kind of stroke his chin and have a little thing.
Going around.
And with a 4 and a -2 to history, yeah, I can't say I've ever heard of them either. Yeah, sorry. Maybe we'll have more luck in Zragate when we get there. Maybe did they used to work there as well?
It was, we'd have places all over, and if there's a major city, then yes, then we would be around.
But the incident happened here.
But the incident happened here. However, to my knowledge, I was the only member that was in the town.
Alright, so you were like setting up.
It was my first appointment to set up establish a base here. It was very odd that it would have been me by myself, but like I said, I believe I was set up and I was here less than a week before I'd established any contacts, and it was too much of a coincidence, and the person that I fought in the bar was too, shall we say, handy to be a random bystander.
What would you do if you met the person?
If I met Corinne, or if I met the Dragonborn that
Dragonborn?
was on my head. I tell you what, friend, I do not know. You know, it's I did what I do best, and that was stab him in the ribs.
Do you feel that they could potentially have been under some kind of otherworldly influence?
It is possible, and that is what I'd like to believe. That is a much more comfortable thought process than, say, my former boss having someone murder me.
If so, then I will assist.
I appreciate that. And if it comes to it, then I guess I'll be leaning on you to help me out of the situation.
Well, Zragate being kind of the powerhouse of this continent, maybe they would have more of operations there, you know?
We did pass through there. There was trade through there, and I had contact. I had a friend there named maybe memory is go bad.
Is go bad.
Is go bad.
Yeah.
You're still hungover. Do you need another coffee?
I think I might need another cigarette, but I wouldn't pass down
They're
another
bad for
coffee.
you.
So is everything outside of moderation. But
No.
Fruit.
Too much air doesn't kill you.
Exercise.
I think too much. Well, anyway, that's philosophy of the way for today. But I had a friend in Mon called Piotr, but he moved around quite a bit.
Okay.
But again, much time pass. This life, dangerous.
Indeed.
Alright then, well, anyone else want to... I've brought you here, but, I mean, other than watching the boats, there's not really much else to do. So.
I'm very sorry to waste everyone's time.
Not at all.
If anything, it's quite useful actually, because they're not ready for us at the monastery yet, so...
It is true. Does anyone here have a divine connection?
I don't have any connections here, do I? I was from Templeport, and then
You're from
way north.
way north, yeah.
Oh, I mean, monastery benefit to anyone here in terms of worship?
Not a big fan of at least organised religion.
You like Gaelic religion?
I just think
Like the traveller and stuff.
no. I just think you know whatever you believe in is great. Just typically with organised religions, there's normally some sort of influence coming from one person or another to inflict their will through the words of that religion onto the people, and typically the messages get lost. So
Finn, I may have underestimated you. That was, for someone of your caliber, very astute.
I mean, it's a backhanded compliment, but I'll take it anyway.
I'm afraid that's best to get from me.
So you said you're not that much older than me, right?
No, that is correct. In terms of years and orbit.
Okay. Well, yeah. So that's a no from me. How about you, Arcaximus?
My faith is filled from within. I only have the Prodigium Venardi to rely on.
And so, like, is that... Well, that's your organisation. Who do you, like, draw your power from?
My will.
Oh, it's just...
Sheer
So you don't believe...
fucking hubris.
So you don't believe in a god, though?
Yes, we are aligned with a deity who shares our goals.
Oh, who's that? If you don't mind me asking, sorry, I realise that's kind of a personal question, but we are adventurers, comrades, amigos.
Erathis is the god that you are asking me about.
Oh, right, yeah. Do I know who that is?
Roll a history check.
No. Wait. It's 15.
15. Well.
I'm learned.
You learn it. So yeah, you know of Erathis. It's a female deity, lawful neutral in her alignments and whatnot, and her Shaka Khans.
Lawful neutral.
Doesn't share any affiliation to Platinum Dragon.
I don't believe so.
Find out.
If it's lawful neutral, I would have doubted it.
Lawful.
Because Platinum Dragon's like lawful good, yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Goddess of civilization, cities, writers of laws, revered by warlords, rulers, and inventors.
So it kind of tracks with what he's about.
Yeah. All about order, all about
I was just asking about how protected the city is actually, and surprisingly
There you go.
on point. Which I'm quite happy with how it turned out.
But yeah, tracks.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Lucy, do you believe in anybody?
If you would ask me 65 years ago, I would have said no. But I get to bring back to life. I do not know why I get to bring back to life.
Yeah. Dying and being brought back does that to you, I suppose. Makes you question things.
But maybe I am God. If that happened to me.
I'm not sure if that's what you would pull from that, if I'm quite honest.
You hear these stories and text of these divine individual, and similar thing happened to them.
Well, you are undoubtedly talented. I would not consider you on the same level. But perhaps we should find somewhere more discreet to talk about the nature of your resurrection.
I believe that is a good idea.
It's quite noisy where you are in the wharf area still, as you're probably still walking around the streets. But yeah, there are definitely people around.
I see.
I wish to inquire deeper.
I don't know how much more I'd have to say, but I am open to further question.
Yeah, I mean, we've still got a couple of hours to kill.
Yeah, it's probably taking about 30 minutes to get across town from where you were to here, so...
Do you know of any nice, maybe independent coffee shop / bakery around here? I'd kill for a good latte and...
Maybe somewhere that sells healing potions or stuff that would just help us in general. I mean,
This guy.
Charlie wants a soda pop!
We have health potions at home.
well, now I'm thirsty.
You should have said earlier.
Healing max. Heal 0.
There's the Night Roll, which is a series of kind of shops and all sorts of kind of general stores and armories that we could visit. And then there's also the Rain Spring area where there's kind of like lots of outdoor spaces and greenery, so there'll probably be a coffee merchant there.
Oh, music to my ears.
So yeah, we can try that and see if we can pick up any goods. I know I need to replenish a few things, so...
I could probably get my daggers sharpened.
Okay. in the interest of time, you visit Night Row. You go to a few different general stores, armories to replenish any weapons or any expendable ammunitions maybe that you've used.
If I could, I will purchase.
Before you do that, can I get you to roll an investigation check?
Oh, I need to buy a candle.
Of course, yeah. Roll an investigation check.
What happened to the last one?
Finn gets all this grief, and now all of a sudden everyone's like, "Oh, actually, I do need to buy some stuff."
God, bloody nerd coming up with all these good ideas.
I got a 13.
13, okay.
Are we all rolling for our
Yeah,
things?
go for it. Just for your own things that you want solo.
Sloppy 20.
Natural one.
Natural one.
Too distracted by the...
Roll with advantage, all of you, because love and all will help you.
Less.
Okay.
3.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I got a 6.
Okay. So for those of you that roll relatively high, you replenish your items. We'll just say a gold.
Yeah.
For everything that you need.
Maybe with my sloppy 20, can I buy myself my big candle, and then I want to get everybody else a smaller candle as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
I come back and say, this is for you, should you need it in a time of need.
Lights the cigarette off of it. It used to come in very handy. And it smells fine.
They're not fragrant. They're not for that. You're using it wrong.
Why did you not buy the fragrant one? I don't understand.
It's just talk to you, give you your candle. Love and all gets a candle as well. Everyone gets a candle.
Thank you, that's very thoughtful of you. What were you looking for again?
I was looking for the useful thing, health potions, but rolled a fucking 3.
Yeah, with the 3, what we'll say is...
Screw me, I guess. Trying to keep people alive.
As you all arrive at the Night Row area where there's a series of different stores, whatever, it's busy. It's really, really busy. Again, lots of people that have entered the city who, need various things like healing potions. They may have been injured, summer's closed, they may be hurting. So you don't manage to find any because they are out of stock in most places. To save that 3 being just you were blind for the last 30 minutes.
I actually have a +2, so it was 5.
Okay. Regardless. But yeah, so you don't manage to find any, but you manage to replenish everything else, any ammos you might need, things like that, any spell-related things you need. There's a word. It's left
Components.
That's the word. Components you might need as well. So, after Night Row, you head on to...
the road. Yeah, we're going to the... Sorry.
That's right. And then, so was there anything else you were looking for in particular or wanted to do in the shopping areas?
Not with that piss poor
Do
investigation.
you know what I want?
Yeah, we're going there. We're going.
Oh.
Good coffee.
Get some coffee. Yeah.
Maybe somewhere with a nice little outdoor seating venue.
I got it.
Parisian.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah, love that.
cafe culture.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a jazz band.
I mean... Can I?
Roll for jazz band.
Any modifier you want me to add?
Performance? No, I don't know. Just roll a d20. Go on, see what you get.
That's 5.
That's 5. Okay.
You get a D&B band instead.
Yeah.
Coffee's like...
Just covered in it. So yeah, you leave the Night Row quarter and you head to Rainspring, which, as its name may or may not suggest, is a series of areas where there are springs and wells which kind of feed the city, all of its water from the rivers as well, a bit kind of less polluted from their kind of underground reservoirs instead. And because of that, there are lots of lush green open spaces, some parks. As you pass or head towards that, you also go through the Glass Court district, which is the most luxurious area of Goldenpass. All the best inns, gated manor houses, and some kind of guarded communities, and an amphitheatre, as well as some other entertainment venues. But you pass through the Glass Court as you head to Rainspring, and there is a coffee merchant next to one of the many green and luscious parks.
I'd like to enter.
Yep.
Place my order. Excuse me, my man.
Hello, hi.
Do piccolo? Potato?
Come again?
Coffee. What kind of coffee do you serve?
Perhaps a macchiato.
Okay. Let me guess, you want syrup on top? Oh, get the fuck out.
Fresh cream.
We do straight espresso.
So, give me triple espresso of ice.
Just that for you then, is it?
Yes, anyone else can order what they want.
Okay. That'd be 2 silver, please.
2 silver. That's a good price. I like this place. What is it called? I missed the name when I walked in.
Of this place?
Yes.
It's Ron's Beans.
Ron's Beans.
Yeah, Ron's Beans. I'm Ron. These
Are
my
you Ron?
beans.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm Ron. Yeah.
Very simple but very effective.
Yeah.
I like that.
Everyone loves it. Easy to remember.
Could you take tip in cigarette?
Oh, I don't really smoke, but that's
I
fine.
leave it in the bowl.
Okay. Thanks.
Someone else can have it.
Stuff it out on his hands.
It's a fresh cigarette.
Is this one of your straights?
It is,
Oh,
yeah.
you are
It's
very
good coffee.
generous.
It's good coffee.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Um,
Thank you. I'm sure someone will pick it up.
maybe you can help actually. Very
Yeah,
random
okay.
question.
Yeah.
But we're just passing through. But I'd like to know. I'm looking for an armorer. But high end. I'm looking to get new leather armor. And as you can see, this is very fine garment. Matches my leatherback jeans.
Oh, I can see them. They're really nice. Yeah.
But they do offer protection, which, I am an adventurer and I've traveled with other adventurers. I'm sure
Yeah.
you meet many adventurers working.
So you've got to be a flexible guy.
I do my Pilates in the morning.
But you get hot in them though.
Well, I don't really feel heat that much.
Ooh, okay.
But I would like maybe upgrade this, but do you know where I could find such a thing just off the rack? We're in rush.
I mean, I run a coffee shop, so I don't really know all the best finery places.
Oh, but maybe, you're a local man and...
But yeah, you can always try. Obviously, there's loads of shops in the Night Row area, but you can always try in the Glass Court because they're all really rich there. So
I thought that was where you were.
no,
We've gone into the nice coffee area now.
Yeah, we were
yeah.
in the night court.
You You're in Rain Spring. Rain Spring is where you are currently. That's this district.
Oh, I'd have to go back on myself.
Oh, it's not going to come to you, is it?
Oh,
Do we have time, Lavanor?
I mean, you wanted to come down here and have a chit chat, so I mean,
Yes, that still has to happen.
I mean, we might be cutting it fine, and also they're not going to be able to tailor you something up in 2 hours.
do you think I could pull off the rack? Maybe French talk?
Anyway, I thought, you're dexterous. You don't need armor.
Oh, the drought has good memory, eh?
His brain hasn't been withered by age like yours or mine.
Or your lungs with cigarettes.
Well,
Do you want one of these? He just holds up the bowl that's got the cigarette in.
Don't do it!
He just
Thanks. Snap.
oh, what the drought is
Steady.
sips, just the smallest coffee you've ever seen, just shaking my head.
But yeah, that would be what I'd recommend.
Well, I don't want to hold party up, so I appreciate your time and your beans, but maybe we just pass through for now.
We're going to a big city. There'll be something there.
Hopefully we don't encounter anything on the way. This.
Ooh, where are you heading?
Secrets!
Love secrets.
Yes, I have a very dramatic acquaintance, but he speaks the truth. We're not really one for saying where we are heading.
Right, okay, well, that's me. Anyone else for coffee? He's a bit jittery, by the way, in case you haven't.
Philippines.
He's never seen anyone
Philippines.
this good looking.
And that, yeah. He is hard.
I'll ask for a Zemericano.
And you get one Zema. Pronounce it again for me?
A Zemericano.
Zamericano. You get a Zamericano.
Did my research, did my homework. Good boy.
As after you've said it, you just see Ron just writing it down. It's really good, yeah.
Thank you. Let's find a chair. Do you wish to have a
Anything for
drink?
you, young man?
No, I'm okay. I've got a flask of water.
We've got some table water, perhaps we can have.
Yeah.
We have water
Gets a
with
little
coffee.
jug.
I like it as a planet cleanser.
Thank you.
There you go.
Let's take a seat. Take a
Take a
seat.
seat.
Undo the strings on my Henley shirt just to get a bit more relaxed.
So are we? I'll just kind of usher. I try to usher the guys away, but Arcax was being far stronger than me. I'll just say, Lovenor, just give us 2 seconds, please, for a moment. There's a big-breasted woman over there.
Inside check. It's a natural 1.
He's just staring.
I don't see one, but alright, you want your privacy? I'll give you your privacy.
Oh no, it's all right. Just for a couple of seconds.
Watch our backs.
Yes, there could be evil afoot.
If you want to have a chat in private, just say. I'm not gonna have a go at you. Alright. He goes off for a second.
Should we be talking about people being dead and coming back to life in front of Lovenor? I feel like maybe that's a little bit weird.
You did discuss this on the way into Goldenpass. You
Yeah.
mentioned it when you were on
In
the
the
Zone
Zone
of
of
Truth.
Truth,
So
yeah.
Lucian's already said this in front of him, but I don't think you have. So yeah.
It would be a bit too late to.
For you, maybe.
Excuse me. Coffee has gone through.
He seems on the level. I think we're safe.
Okay, I just wanted to. I was being vigilant.
Always prudent.
Okay, well, as long like I said, just wanted to be super sure. Come back, Lovenor. It was
in the
just
room.
like we just wanted to we're planning something for your birthday.
Why are you lying to me?
I'm not. I'm being.
You're straight up lying.
No, I'm telling you the truth. We were just trying to.
Roll a deception check.
Yeah. Okay, that's actually pretty good. 14.
It's a warlock.
Considering I haven't told you when my birthday is, that's very thoughtful.
Well, you know, it's
And
less
weird.
of like you know, you could open it on your birthday, but it's more just as a thank you. You know, you've gotten us this far.
Yeah, I've got you this far. I need to get you a bit further, but okay.
Yeah.
Very kind of you. Right.
Explain to me the nature of your resurrection in detail.
Well, this, it is big blur to me. I get in bar fight with Dragonborn. Very skilled hand-to-hand combat.
I care less about the circumstances of your death and more
He probably wants to know about
how you came back.
Well, if I knew that, I wouldn't be searching for answers. I want to know as much as next person what it was that brought me back to life.
And you have no thoughts, no memories.
Just a black void, if I try to think that far back. I remember up until death. I remember very hazy childhood and life memories, but there is a shroud among some of it. But in terms of between death and now, no, I'm sorry, my friend. Nothing between that.
So be it. On our way.
I mean, since we're sharing, I also died.
Oh!
Yes, I remember. He told me when I was drunk last
And when were
night.
you guys going to tell me about this?
Well, I only just
Well-
remember because he triggered my memory.
Yeah.
No secrets between the three of us, please.
It's not really a secret. We just kind of were having a chat whilst I was expelling from either end,
He
and
got
then
very sick.
yeah. So died once, came back, Levistus. You know about that because I'm an open book to you. Second time was killed by like a tiger man with backwards hands, and.
When you say backwards, how?
Well, if you were holding a blade like this, he was holding it like this.
Oh. Unnatural.
Yeah, he didn't seem that nice. And then, I've heard other voices that Levistus doesn't recognise, and that's kind of all I know.
And the hands on your dragonborn, Lucian?
From what I remember, they were very regular hands.
But yeah. And then it was like 20 odd years later that I came back.
And these voices, what are they?
the other voice is a lot more sinister. I asked Levistus and he didn't recognise him, so that doesn't bode well.
Wait, so you died and came back?
I died.
You
I
died.
died.
You died.
Bitch, I died.
You died. You died and came back,
Aye.
and then you died, and then died again and then came back. God, next you'll be saying you died and came back.
Did you die 3 times?
Well, that would be a pattern.
It
Yeah,
would
that would be.
be,
You'd be unable to ignore that at that point.
It would seem fates were intertwined if that was the case. So, in the, spirit of no secrets, is there something you'd like to share?
Let us complete this mission.
That's a yes.
No insight check needed. Yeah, it's definitely a yes.
He's hiding something.
You don't know me. You don't know anything about me.
Runs off into the park at a stop.
Leave me alone.
Can I roll an insight check once he starts getting defensive?
Do you start getting defensive?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty obviously dodged the question.
Yeah, roll some insight, baby.
Say 19.
19. How do you want to phrase what's going on right now? I don't know how to put it without.
Yeah, it's not quite like LA Noir level of.
Yeah. My friend, it would appear that in most cases, it is what you don't say is where you are hiding the secret. But if you're not comfortable, we know each other what, say, week over week. You do not have to share whatever you don't want to tell.
I find it easier to gain information from others when they are unbiased with other factors. Until we know more about the situation.
But that is a fair prognosis. Remember, we should be moving on.
Yeah, Lovenor just big exhale.
Have you died, Lavanor?
No, not that I'm aware of. No, I'm quite alright. A bit older, but certainly made it through the years. Seems like you are some kind of.
Suicide Squad.
Oh.
Right.
Perhaps there is more to this tale, but let us deliver the message, and we will
Yeah.
cross that bridge.
Yeah, perhaps we should just try and get to Zragate as quickly as possible then, and yeah, let's try and speed things up, shall we?
Yeah.
So, Lavanor leads you further through the city, back north towards kind of the centre of Goldenpass, where you, as you are walking down one of the roads, one of the main roads, as you look up, you see a hill, and on the top of that hill is what was mentioned earlier to you is the Golden Fort, which is
nice.
the kind of main military and administrative hub of Goldenpass. Up a hill, again, thick stone walls, tall spires that kind of go up into the sky, and one gate in and out of that particular place. But that is not where you're heading. You're not going into Golden Fort. You are going just to the side of it. And by the side of the hill, you come across another building, and this is the Monastery of the Silent Order. And the building in front of you is a large circular building in shape with tall spires on the 4 adjacent, not edges because it's a circle, but on the 4 corners of that, looking out in all directions. And the main entrance is gated and guarded, and there are 2 dark purple robed guardians of the monastery at the gates. Just below their kind of dark purple robes, you see some dark, rich leather armour as well, and weapons by their sides. And they're manning this gate, 2 of them.
Well, I'll give some generic, religious, bow or praise be to some generic, just to show some reverence.
Roll a history check for me, just very quickly.
15.
15. You'd know that this particular kind of group aren't religious.
Oh, okay.
They do practice the arcane magic, hand-to-hand combat, wizarding spells and all sorts of things, but they don't necessarily dabble in religion. They're more kind of just...
Oh, okay.
With that role, I would say you're aware that they again work across the continent as a kind of information gathering and sharing service to try and keep peace and prosperity.
I have order in the name, which is ticking like Aximus's boxes. In that case, not a religious one, then just a bow or a cordial wave.
And they nod back to you, and one of them speaks up to your group. What are you here to do today? And Lovenor steps forwards for all of you and says, we're here to see the Grand Master. I used this teleportation circle a few days back to get here from Zragate. I need to use it to return to Zragate today, as soon as possible. The guard responds, okay, and who are you? And he explains who he is. I'm Commander Lovenor. I was here to help get some of the Seven out of Summer's Close, and these three have bore witness to what happened there, and I'm taking them back to Zragate to testify. Well, I guess you better be coming in. Be on your best behaviour, will you? I don't know if the Grandmaster's currently available, but you're welcome to come inside whilst you wait for him. And don't try anything whilst you're in here. Okay.
What is there to try, my friend?
Whatever you might want to do that's malicious. Why are you...
He's got a point. You do look kind of shady.
Well, you know,
Yeah, it's
me.
not to prejudge, but you do look a bit,
Edgelordy.
Yeah.
Flexing around the steps of the monastery.
I take my glaive and with the bladed tip flick the end off into the side or back out into the street or something.
Just give him a little shrug.
Boys will be boys.
That's absolutely fine. There is no smoking inside the monastery.
And that's why I put my cigarette out.
I'm very thoughtful of you.
I have big brain.
We have travelled far to make use. We will not risk that with any actions.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. Please, come inside. They step to the side, you pass through. Very thick, heavy, wooden doors. You hear lots of bolts opening, and it... There we go. Some sound effects for you there. It's pretty good.
That was really good.
As you pass into the main entrance of the monastery, and as you go inside into this main atrium, you've noticed it on the outside, this kind of stained glass window above the main doors, and as you pass in, the sun is bleeding through this stained glass and casting all sorts of vivid greens, blues, yellows and purples across the main entrance and the atrium floor. And as you might look up at it, it shows a depiction of a tale of all the kind of purple-robed monks across different environments, dealing their deeds and doing what they do best in this kind of narrative on this stained glass window. And as you continue walking in, it's quiet. There isn't much in the way of noise. It's quite calm, quite a peaceful environment, and it's just a little bit more kind of relaxed inside, much more chilled, silent. You hear people shuffling around, books being moved, and people making notes, annotations, sat down. But yeah, there is a main, I don't want to call it a reception desk, but there is like a main desk in the middle of this atrium as well.
As we're like making our way through, is our like presence like is it like distracting anybody? Does it seem like this is an irregular thing to be occurring, or is it the sort of thing that like visitors seem to come and go?
As a quick glance, I would say it doesn't really seem to bother anyone. The fact that you've made it through the main gates, the doors have been opened for you, you've not forced your way in. Yeah, there are people still going about their business, burying their heads in books, in hushed, discreet conversations in dark corners where the light doesn't as much hit inside, but yeah, no one seems to really pay you any attention.
Anyone that sort of looks our direction, I just kind of want to make a point of making eye contact.
Okay. There is one person that does look up and does notice you as you all come through, and that is the person on the reception.
It's just fleeting. That's it. I just want to. Yeah.
And they kind of beckon you forwards to the desk. How can I help you for today?
We are looking to gain passage to Porto. Teleportation.
Yeah, we are. We're looking to use the teleportation circle to Zragate. I need to speak to the Grand Master, see if he's available. He's not currently available. He's quite occupied with all of these refugees and others that have entered the city. He's been asked to speak with the members of the kind of government here to figure out what to do and whether we can assist in any way with their passage or with their innkeeping. Not that it's really a matter we'd normally deal in, but yes.
We too are refugees, as it happens.
Right.
Suffering the same fate of those who are in the city below.
Okay.
If you expedite our exit from this city, then that will ease some of the pressure.
Well, I mean, access to the circle is still very much controlled by the Grand Master. I mean, many of us can use it, but it's with his blessing and permission. So, absolutely, if we can help, we will. But, sorry, where did you come from? You said you were refugees. You said you...
From Traveller's Rest.
Traveller's Rest?
Well, we...
Whitehall.
Yeah.
Oh, right, so you were at the...
Indeed.
Yeah,
Yes, we were at the festival.
Yeah, we saw the brain dogs.
Come again?
Yeah, this is information for the Grand Master, ideally.
Okay, can I get you to all roll persuasion checks with... just straight. Just call them straight.
19.
27.
12.
I'll say Lavanor's going to roll as well.
I rolled a 19, so...
Well, you all did better than Lavanor. With a 4 he got. But your overall number's absolutely fine. Right, okay. Sure, he'll be available, within... I mean, I would have thought within the hour. So, please feel free to rest here, make yourself comfortable. We have the Grand Library that you could check out, although you don't look like you'd be interested in that.
Ooh, books.
There is a spa.
Ooh.
There is the fighting pits, and there is the gymnasium. There's the gymnasium. Looks to you in your heavy.
I have nothing to prove.
But yes, please make yourselves comfortable, and I'll let you know when he arrives.
Which direction is Spa?
Spa is you go this corridor, and then you take the second left, and it's down the steps, and you'll start to feel the steam. So
Okay,
you'll know you're
so
going in the right direction then.
Just disappears, and then just like that, his clothes are just making their way to the floor. Yeah.
Do you all follow?
I was kind of leaning towards the library.
Okay, alright.
But I don't want to split the party.
You can still
already
buy.
Yeah, we've only got an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, if we've only got an hour, I will go to the library and see if I can find any books relating to, I guess, obscure, otherworldly creatures.
Okay.
To try and find out more about the brain dogs.
Mark Aximus, are you going with him, or are you doing your own thing? Or are you going to the spa?
No, definitely going to the spa. No, it's not a time for
Such pleasures.
Yes.
Go for it.
Actually, I'll go to the library as well.
Okay.
Let's take all the armour off and then put it back on again. It'll be bloody time he turns up. So for the gym, I'll work out in my gear.
Okay. Lavanor heads to the spa.
Okay.
Try something new.
He gets it. He just sees me ladling war on myself.
We'll come to the spa in a minute and the pleasures there.
Your live dancers, buddy.
Are you two working together on this research?
Yeah, I'll help, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have thought if I'd mentioned that it's about the brain dogs, you'll probably be.
As you enter into the Grand Library, you can see that there is 2 floors to it. I don't want to make the reference, but here it is. A bit like the Jedi Library in the Jedi Temple. So there's 2 floors. You gain access on the entry, like the ground floor level, but the second floor is restricted, so you can't just walk in there. It has got...
There's a restricted section.
There is a restricted section. I had to look in the wrong section.
It's behind a beaded curtain.
So you go in, there is somebody manning another desk there. Do you approach them, or do you just kind of crack on with it on your own?
I'll approach. Hello. We're just looking for books related. Oh, sorry.
It's a library. For the sake of the podcast,
Stage
we'll
whisper.
talk. Yeah.
We're looking for books relating to creatures from not of this world or just really weird.
Of the illithid family.
Oh, goodness.
What he said.
Right. Well, it's not. Hold on. Let me. That particular race doesn't seem to ring any bells with me. We do have a section 4 aisles down, which is all kind of a manner of weird and wonderful, and whispers and things that not necessarily are common knowledge, but yes. I'm afraid to say the upstairs section is for members of the Order, so there may be more up there, but I cannot grant you access for those.
What kind of books do you have up there?
That would be telling.
That's kind of why I asked, but that's a good point.
Yes. Yes. You do know what we... Well, actually, I guess if you don't know what we do here, then that kind of...
I'm not from around here. I know that you wear... It's like some sort of a club. You've all got matching robes. It's a cool vibe.
It's like part of the way there. Yeah, I mean, we advise governments across the entire continent on all sorts of matters that are common knowledge, and some that, well, most that are definitely not. So, yes, that top section isn't for you. But yes, please take a look in the aisles down there and see what you may find.
Cool. Thank you.
So, can I get you to roll, either both of you roll, or one of you roll with advantage on investigation, trying to find some books.
It's your idea, so...
Okay. I'll just roll separately if you want.
Alright.
Increase the odds.
We shouldn't have. We definitely shouldn't have.
Teamwork.
5.
12.
Brilliant. Arky, no luck, no dice.
Treating the books too delicately to really look properly.
Yeah.
I have one of those tools to turn the paper, like you don't want to get your...
And for you, Finn, reading through what you do read from some of the books, you'd know this as well just from living on this planet for some time. There's never really been anything that's come from another plane or place that is outside of the mapped known world that's caused problems or has done anything that you have seen happen.
Okay.
So you read of things that are on the continent, things that are in the deep wilds and the depths of the forests and the kind of underground networks and caverns, but you don't,
Probably not with that role, but nothing to do with tiger men with backwards hands.
What was your roll again?
It was only a 12.
A 12.
Google searching those phrases. Seeing what
Plus.
comes,
Quotation marks.
backhands.
Yeah.
Sorry.
For God.
Ever the professional.
You love the Black Eyed Peas, don't you? No, you don't read of anything
That's
like that.
And as much as Finn is curious about the forbidden section, he's too straight edge to even dare.
He's sweating just looking at the word forbidden.
Yeah.
I'm seeing those beaded curtains and I'm just like, I want to know what's behind it.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
That's fine.
You are not escorted, but you are watched whilst you're in the library by one of the... you recognise the outfits from the gates as being different to the ones who are on the desks, so there are different ranks and roles inside the monastery. So one of them is like a guard. They do keep an eye on you, but they're not on top of you, they're just at a distance watching you.
That was worth a look.
Perhaps the archives are incomplete.
Not possible. She shout whispers over to you.
Alright, well, we should probably check on Lucy to make sure that he's not getting into trouble or something. I don't know.
Hard got to, but bow, as you're just splashing each other in the hot water, rubbing each other's backs.
Stop it! It's just a whole montage.
Playing with. You're just like this.
Doing ice buckets on each other.
Yeah. No, yeah, we come across. Well, we'll say you have a bit of time, just the two of you in the spa. So yeah, underground area, lots of arced ceilings, and a main pool with lots of steam coming off of it. So it's a hot pool, and then some other spaces and rooms around it. There's a plunge pool. There's all sorts of the usual things you expect, but imagine it not like a modern spa, more like kind of Roman.
Yeah, think
kind
of
of
more
spas.
like Budapest.
Yeah, and low lit. Very
Is there
low.
one of those things where it's like a piece of bamboo and it goes boom, boom?
There's Enya playing. So yeah. What do you go to do?
So I will approach. Is there like a shower, but more of like a ancient shower? So just some water coming through, like some bamboo.
There's like a bit like that kind of mechanism, but with a bucket that you can pull, so it just kind of drenches you through.
Is it a hot one?
Try it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's cold. Fuck. Yeah, it's ice cold. But
I've missed my pause up with this one. In that case, beeline to the steamiest section of the spa.
as you're doing this, you just say like, "Hey, wait for me!" And you say this like pitter patter behind you. Lavanor drenched himself.
Oh no, you shouldn't have done that first. I make a mistake. But what you want to do is you want to open pause first. So follow me.
Alright, we'll follow you.
It's pity they don't allow you to smoking here, but there are no words.
I'm really glad I could try something new today.
Start splashing myself with the water on my upper body. Put my face in a handful of scooped water. That's the first 15 minutes.
Nice.
Swim a few lengths
Nice.
of the pool,
Yeah.
back and forth. Then head over to more of like if there's like a sauna-esque bench, or like a bench in a hot area, proceed to that one.
Yeah.
All
of this.
Then we take him to. Then I take him to the.
And what happens? I take him here.
Bring up the grand tour.
Ice bath
Yeah.
to finish up, and finally go back to the ice shower, hoping that has replenished.
Yeah.
And then dry off, feeling nice and relaxed, feeling cleansed. Then head out. Good
Well-
luck for these two.
Whilst you're in all of this, whilst you're kind of just sat there relaxing and the steam's coming over, he's like, "Hey, what's it? I hope you don't mind me asking, but what's it like to die?" I mean, I've seen lots of death. I've caused lots of death. But I've never actually died myself. I mean, I've been pretty fucked up, but never died.
Well, it's very hard on the psyche. I'd say coming back to life is more of a trauma than actually losing your life. Now, it was very unexpected when I died. I myself was trying to take a life in that moment, and to be confused by your own death is not a nice way to go. You perish feeling incomplete and lost and confused, vulnerable. But when you die, that's it. No regret. Your life is what you make it up until that point, and you do not care whether you live or die in that split second before your life vanish. Coming back to life, not so much. More confusion, but you feel sick. It's not a normal thing for many people who have somewhat of a mortal life to experience.
Yeah. Especially if you're not the religious type, apparently that's something that happens with them sometimes, but yeah.
Very true, my friend.
Yeah.
Not something I'd ever thought I'd experience. Maybe deep down I am grateful for it. I have second chance, but now with one goal in mind, my life is just to find answer of why I'm alive, which I think as a person is something you try to repress, but now it has become meaning of life.
Well, I hope you find it. I really mean that.
Oh, hopefully soon. I want to just do more spada.
And as you do that, he goes, ah, and he just leans back and he looks.
Beautiful view at that window, I must say.
Yeah, he looks over his shoulder at the rest of the pool. He's like, ah, this is lovely, isn't it?
There are no words.
So as you finish up, you have your ice bucket shower, and you are feeling relaxed and rejuvenated. Where do you head to from the library?
Well, we're going to go and find them, but as soon as we started going in that area and it starts getting humid, that's just, I'm wearing all about 7 layers.
Not today.
I'm staying upstairs in the main area.
Fair, okay.
Yeah, I'll stay. I'll see if they've got any like cucumber water.
Nice. They're just normal pails of water.
Oh.
You don't know if some of it's been used to clean people with, and you don't know if some of it's for drinking. Nothing's labelled.
I'll drink out of my own flask then.
Fair. I would.
Obviously.
Cool. You find these guys, you will meet up again. It's been about an hour or so now at this point. You spent some time investigating, trying to find some books. You've had a good time of using the spa. So you go back up to the main atrium, where the woman on desk, one of the monks, goes, "Ah, yes, he is in his study now. Please feel free to head on through. We'll have 2 of our guards escort you." And then she just kind of looks to her side and just nods her head, and 2 guards, again, similar outfits and what was being worn on the gates, escort you through as you head on in. And as you come into a heavy oak door, not as heavy as the one that you used to get into the building, but opens up, and you are looking in front of you at a long room with columns dotted down it, and another heavy oak door at the end, and stood in the middle is a elderly man, probably in his 80s or so, with much more ornate dark purple robes than any of the others that you've seen so far. Some gold elements of the design to give this status above some of the others. And he is with 2 people who are not in the purple garbs you've seen, but in more kind of high society clothing.
Clean?
Yes.
Do we recognise them?
Roll a perception check.
Does it go well?
16, if we're all doing it.
21.
21.
9 plus 10.
6.
You're too busy, like...
Nah, I'm busy making small illusions with my hand of what I think. I won't say that one. What I think the business looks like.
You're keeping yourself busy. So you rolled a 21 with Lucian, right?
Yeah.
You do recognise them. You did see these 2 individuals at the Summer's Close Festival. They are members of the Goldenpass elite. They have links with government, but they're business owners.
Just out of curiosity, what race are they?
One's a human,
Yep. Okay.
one is a elf.
And it's difficult, but would I be able to place the elf's age?
You got 21, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a few hundred years old.
Would it be someone I was aware of when I came to Goldenpass
You
originally?
were coming there for your own purposes,
Mm.
so you were in the process of establishing contacts.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say, with this person being the rank that they are in society, no, you wouldn't know who
Okay.
they were, but you'd be aware that they were probably old enough to have been around when you were there at least.
Yeah.
And you can see as you enter this room that they're in very deep conversation with the Grand Master. You can't hear what they're saying, it's all kind of still hushed voices and things as such, but they are in chat and you approach them. Anyone doing?
Start tapping my foot on the floor, getting impatient.
Sonic the Hedgehog style.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I'll ask him nominal. He was here last, so if anyone's going to be ready to talk, he push him forward.
Yeah. And he does lead the way in behind you, as the two guards who are kind of in front and behind you. One of them is stood in front of Lovenor and just silently waits for this conversation that these three are having to end before he butts in. And the conversation begins to wrap up slightly, and you can hear them going, well, we have to let these people in.
Sorry.
For God's sake.
Oh my god.
What is it? What are
It's
you
because
watching?
I had something closed and then it opened again. It opened when I reopened
There's like volume.
to close it.
Find the link for that video in our podcast,
It was-
in the description. You can watch it.
It was a video on how to make healthy breakfast oats, if you must know.
Why are you
sounds
looking
great.
at that? You should be.
It popped up, and then it was like, "Oh, watch it again," and then it came up as a reel.
Oh, my Facebook's just popped up. Oh.
I'm not gonna link shame you. See what I did there? It's like a link.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah.
You fill your boots.
Oh, I should probably.
Shame. Shame.
So yeah, this conversation sounds like it's wrapping up. One of the individuals, the human, speaking to the Grand Master in his high society attire, is like, well, look, we've made the right decision letting them all in. We can't be seen by the rest of the continent to be not looking after refugees. That's a political disaster, darling. And the elf agrees, and so does the Grand Master. Well, it is the right thing to do. We checked them all as they came in, so I can't necessarily think there's anything malicious with them. Yes, we've done the right thing. Anyway, excuse me for one moment, gentlemen. Turns to the guard that's with your group. Yes, this is I've been told you were looking for me. Yes, these are some of the gentlemen that need to use your teleportation circle. Me, Commander Lavanor from Zragate, need to take these three through to Zragate. Sorry, I'm getting all nervous. I didn't see you last time I came through. It was all very quick. We need to use your teleportation circle again. These three were at the Summer's Claws Festival. Can I get all of you to roll a perception check at that moment?
Because this is going well for me.
So 21 again.
21 again?
3.
6.
For you,
Twice as good as
Lucian, you see that this comment does pique the interest of the two gentlemen that are with the Grand Master. You carry on. Conversation persists.
Yeah, we saw the brain dogs. We're here to.
Sorry, brain dogs.
We have a
Yeah.
very important mission. We need to get to Zargrade as soon as possible.
What's a brain dog?
It's like a
It's
like a brain that's got like 4 legs. It kind of runs about like a dog.
No, that does make sense from like an anatomical perspective.
I
but,
thought so.
Yes. Any more context for me?
It's kind of as much as you really need, I guess.
Yes, we're on an urgent mission to relay this information to the 7.
Ah, yes, you're heading to Zragi. Of course, yes. Well, let me, please bear with me. We've had a bit of a morning here. I just need to finish up with these gentlemen. And then yes, I'll certainly help you try and get that. And you start to hear bells ringing quite loudly from outside of the room that you're in.
As we mentioned brain dogs, was there any reaction from the two guys? Not that me and Arcaximus would notice, but
for Lucian, they lean to each other and kind of cover their mouths ever so slightly as they speak in quiet voices to each other. You said you rolled a 21 for perception, right? They also have the 21, and you're facing that direction. They have men with them, but they're not in this main part of the atrium. They're kind of on the edges of this room. Guards with them.
Try and make eye contact with any of the guards.
They are just trained on you.
Give one of them a wink.
They don't flinch. And you see the Grand Master. No, absolutely. And you see the Grand Master look around like, that can't be good. And you hear more bells joining this cacophony of sound coming from outside. These aren't like chime bells of an hour. These are panicked bells ringing out.
What's the situation?
Do we interrupt a wedding or something?
No, that's not a wedding. This can't be good. At that moment,
can you give us permission before you leave?
At that moment, what are all your ACs?
18,
14.
16, but can be higher if I see any. Well, I don't fucking see shit. It's me. Yeah, 16.
We FYI, we can't be surprised except when we're incapacitated because of my glaive.
Okay.
I've got like Frodo's sword, essentially.
Thank you for that. As a series of crossbow bolts start firing towards the centre of this room where you are.
Really good.
Can I get you to roll initiative, please?
Ooh.
Can't trust anybody.
He's learning. He's finally starting to believe.
Beginning to believe.
That's not bad for me. Oy boy.
Right, what's everyone got?
21.
21.
21.
Rogues being rogues. 15.
And a 9 for that alert.
Oh yeah. 15 did you say?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was with advantage.
Oh, dude. Savage.
You got 9, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. And we'll
George,
pause there.
Are you just trying to kill us?
Yes. Desperately. Right, okay, so we have our initiatives. With the surprise round going off, but none of you guys affected in your group, you see the two guards either side of you get hit.
Okay.
And they take a little bit of damage, but not masses, as rounds sink into them. But they're still standing. The Grand Master, they try to.
Everybody's.
And he uses shield and deflects their rounds of ammunition. We then go into initiative.
Wise choice.
Yeah.
So we start at the top of the round with Lucian. What you gonna do, baby?
So, can I see any of the assailants?
Yes, you can see the two by these columns here.
Okay.
But these guys would be somewhat obscured from your vision, but they have also taken shots.
We put you here at the back, if that's alright.
Yeah, that's perfect. In that case, I'll do probably the sickest slide you've ever seen into cover.
Oh, this is like the Matrix hallway.
It's like the Matrix hallway.
We get a little.
And I'm going to pop off a quick... I'll pop off a quick shot on this boy.
Okay, cool. Yeah, roll for an attack. Roll for an attack, baby.
Oh my god. 9 to hit.
That will miss. Unfortunately, he is the one here closest to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
on the
that
left.
even though he's out in the open to where you are,
Yeah.
it does miss.
Cool. And then for bonus action, in that case, I will use my cunning action to hide.
Okay, cool. Can I get you to roll a stealth check for me?
Yeah.
You're back against the pillar.
14.
14. Cool, no worries.
Matrix.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you have to flip between these two pillars, upside down.
Is there another way
God,
to
that's
do
the-
that?
It's the law! Cool, next up is the monk's turn, and they are going to push up towards the Grandmaster and get into defensive positions either side of him.
The guards, yeah?
Yes, so yeah, just either side of him there, and they are going to go ahead, and they are going to take, as monks, a particular action, which I'm going to find now. Patient defense. As they get into position and just are now kind of looking all around at the guards either side of them flanking who have just fired off shots, and also looking at the two dignitaries in front of them. They look a bit confused, but they're not sure what to do, so they're just kind of holding patient defense.
I mean, honestly, it's on them to be outnumbered. If we hadn't have come along, he would have been done for.
It would have been fun. Next up is you, Finn. So Finn, what are you going to do?
Do I... 2 questions up top.
Go for
One, do the rich fancy people, do they seem antagonistic as well?
They seem
Like,
in control
do
of the
they seem like a
situation.
threat?
They seem in control of the situation, but they don't seem like they're going to go for you directly.
Cool.
Actually, yeah, would say you'd have to roll an insight check to know exactly what they're doing, but yeah, they're not like they're going to come for you. Is that
Yeah,
right?
it's more like, are they pulling weapons out that I was inquiring about. But if not, that's
not
cool. I will push to this gentleman over on the far side of the corridor. I will cast Hexblade's Curse on him.
Okie dokie.
Okay, and then 5, 10, 15 to get to him, and just 2 attacks, 2-handed with Levistus. So first one is a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice. Just double checking, and then so close. And then it is also 27 to hit.
Fuck me, yeah, they both hit.
Okay, not a crit, but that's fine.
Still spicy. Give me
So
some
that
damage, baby.
is, 10. That's a bit shit. That is 10 points of slashing damage on the first one.
Okie dokie.
Not great. And then that is 13 points of slashing damage on the second one.
Okay, cool. Lovely stuff.
And that is my turn.
Yeah, as he just takes the hits, just. But he's still standing.
Just run up, summon Levistus straight from the hand, and then slash up and slash back down again.
Nice, nice.
Trying to keep my side to the pillar next to me, trusting that they've got my back.
Lovely job, Nick. Next, anything else from you?
No, bonus action movement. That's it.
Okay, cool. So, next up is the Grandmaster, as he goes ahead and casts Blight at 5th level on one of the guards over there.
Well, yeah, I wonder where that was going to go then.
Guard's going to go ahead and do a con save
That's killer.
and fails, to which is what he will then suffer 98's worth of damage.
Oh, this we're fine.
42 points of damage on this guard as he just goes straight into casting and just zaps this motherfucker, and he is like hurt, like really fucking hurt.
It's not dead.
Still standing,
Jesus.
barely standing, but he is pretty fucked. And he then also
That guy over there. Yeah, easy.
gets behind his two other monk guards there as well.
Yeah.
So anyone getting moved?
Just the Grandmaster slightly towards Lovenor.
Which one's
In the middle.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Towards this way?
Yeah, perfect. And he's now facing in the direction of the rest of the assailants. Perfect. Lovely.
It's the assailant.
The assailant! Righty ho ho. Tim Messenger here. So,
My perfect something.
that is his go. Next up is Lovenor. Lovenor's going to take a crossbow shot at the one that you're with, Finn. So he's going to go ahead and roll an attack. With his crossbow. And it's dog shit and it misses, so he's going to go for a second. And it's a natural 20.
Hey!
Son of a beach.
Love it all. That's because of the spa energy.
Yeah.
It's got a buff, temporary buff.
So I'll roll some damage.
Calmness of mind.
Gain 5% more XP.
Plus 4 is 12. Okay, so that takes that guy down to that many points. The guy in front of you, Finn, is still standing, but you see this bolt just past your ear, straight into his like cheek. He's like, oh! But he is still fighting.
I throw up in my mouth a little bit.
Horrors await you.
Arky baby, it's your go.
Bless up.
Bless up. Oh,
All three of my companions.
thank you.
So, Lovenor, Finn, and Lucian get blessed.
Cool. Is that concentration?
It is indeed, and
Lovely.
my action. So, and then I'll just move here and position myself in between him and the Grandmaster, actually, as best as I can.
Nice.
Blesses, I know I used to
A
do it all
D4.
the time, plus D4, right?
If you all remember that, I'll try and remind you. So who is getting blessed again?
All three of my team.
Your team. Lovely. Cool.
Yeah, Lovenor, Finn, and Lucian. Blessed up.
And then a little concentration. And then you did hexblades. They're like hexblades first as well, right?
Yeah, it's not concentration.
Oh, okay, but do we need to mark the guy you did it to remember, or are you just going to track that?
I'll track it. I
Cool.
can only use it once.
So you got
anyway, so-
concentration for me though, please, because I will forget otherwise.
Alright. So that's your action.
Sounds like I'm concentrating.
Yeah. Oh dear God! Any
Yes.
bonuses, baby?
No.
Okay. No worries.
It takes me three rounds to get into the swing of things.
Lovely stuff. Next up is the guards. All four of them are going to take their attacks on you. So Finn does a 16 hit.
16 is my armor class.
So yes.
Lovely stuff. So that's
You'll get
3.
some.
So that's 7 points of damage from the dagger
Mm-hmm.
on the first attack. And then the second one won't hit with a 10.
Cool.
So the one next to you drops his crossbow, comes at you with a dagger. First one gets you between the ribs.
Ow!
Second one, you just whiff it.
How's that armor treating you, boy?
You ever been
It's
shoot
got
before?
caps!
The one next to you is going to go for an attack as well. It's going to miss. There's a 10 on the dagger on the first one, 17 on the second one. Both of them just feel the wind just rush past. They try and slice you as you're up in their grills.
Punch him out of the way.
Doing it.
These ones, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, running away.
5,
Cowards.
10, 15, 20 are getting into cover.
Ooh.
to take crossbow shots at the guards either side of the Grand Master.
Easy.
12 plus 7. That will hit. That will hit. So I'll just roll some more damage. It's 11 points of damage on one of those guys. And on the other one, that's going to hit. Okay. So they take 2 crossbow bolts and they're looking a little bit worse for wear, but they're still standing, still defend in that kind of defensive position.
Come on, guards.
Look now, Finn and I are close to these crossbow guys, the
Yes.
daggers. Have they got a glassy expression, or are they very lucid?
If you're basing it off of what you've seen before,
Yes.
it's the same expression. It's that kind of.
They have been taken.
They are well aware of what they're doing. They don't seem like they're kind of like completely zombied out or brain dead, but yeah, they are control of their actions as far as it looks.
Compromised.
Okay, so top of the round is Lucian.
Have you got any music you want to play us?
Any music?
Yeah, off your phone.
Oh,
Let me just find
Artino
something.
Shea.
Hey Siri, play Black Eyed Peas Essentials.
Pump It would really work. Pump It would really work right now.
Something I've never heard of.
No, fair enough.
So do a really get into a lateral squat position to get my foot out as far as possible, and then pivot on that foot
Pivot.
and fire one off on this boy.
Go for it.
Who?
Are you moving slightly around the column there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on,
For
character.
a sneak attack.
Yes, you would definitely get that because you're.
Hang
boy-
on, Brad.
Had you D4 as
your
well? Yeah,
stealth-
attack roll.
Your stealth wouldn't give it to you, but definitely the comrade in close proximity would.
Did I get advantage on the roll?
No.
No. Just putting you back. Ooh. Uh, 17.
That'll hit.
How close was that? Not to matter. I want to know if my blessings have a value.
It was close.
Yeah!
Okay, so first lot of damage is 8 piercing,
And piercing.
and then for the sneak, 7. So 7 extra on top of that.
Yep.
So 15 total.
15 altogether. Nice.
And then,
That hurt. That was painful.
nice. And then, bonus action, hide.
Okay. Roll a stealth check again for me.
12.
12. Okay. No worries. Thank you, sir. It's at this point that the two gentlemen here, the human and the elf, disappear.
Cowards!
As they just misty step the shit out of there.
These two?
Yep. Zoop, zoop.
Zuba, zuba, zuba.
They're gone. We then move on to our 2 monk guards, whilst I figure out why the music's stopped.
End of the fight, mate. We won.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah,
Done.
I think so. There we go. So yeah, our 2 monks in the middle there, they are going to break off and start attacking the 2 gentlemen, yes, at the far ends of the...
Melee, can they reach?
what's that distance? 5, 10, 20, 25, 30...
A bit further, 40, give or take.
40, yeah, they can make 40, both of them, with ease. Naruto running at them. And then they're going to go for some attacks on these. One of them hits this guy on this side for some damage. It's 9 points of damage on this one. Lovely. And then on this side, 11, 12. Yeah, they both hit as well. 8. That's 11 points of damage on this one. So that's 22 points of damage. Cool. Alright, that's the monks go. Finn, you're up.
Nice. As I can see that they are possessed, could I perchance, as either my movement or a bonus action, see if I see or hear any clicky clicks?
As your action.
Well, if it's my action, I'd rather not risk it. I've only got a passive perception of 12, so. But I suppose that's enough for me to be like, oh, okay, there could be worse things here. So, 2 attacks on this gentleman.
Take him back! Bring him down!
Oh, for God's sake. It's, where is it? So sorry. That is a 20 to hit.
That will hit.
I'm going to use luck.
Oh, he's going to do it!
He makes his own luck.
I mean, it's better, but not much better. This is 16.
That will hit as well, both hit.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so that is one of these. That's better. So that is 15 points of damage.
Well, D4s to your attacks, don't forget.
Oh, well, they both hit, but...
Oh, fine.
Thank you, though.
Thank you, sir.
And then another 15 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Kind of noticing the kind of glazed over look. I feel less bad about murdering this man and kind of let loose a little bit more and
Excellent.
kind of slash him just above the kneecap so that he kind of buckles down and then drive the sword up and through the chin and then pull it back out again, kick him away, and I will use my movement to try and get closer to this monk. Kind of just slowly getting more comfortable with killing people.
Nice. He is.
As you should.
Yeah.
Debatable if that's a good thing or bad thing.
As he is dispatched and you pass further along this corridor.
30.
Nice. Grand Master is up next. He is going to look to Lovenor and say, I must get you out of here. This seems to be going pretty badly. And he is going to move up the corridor, probably his full kind of 40 feet of movement to here. And then he's probably going to turn back and try and cast Fireball on the one that you're currently with.
Shit.
He's going to go for, not Fireball.
I was going to say.
Fireball, yeah. Sorry, that would have been a bit intense.
Just for killing that guy, I get 10 hit points back. Just
Go for it, yeah. 19, yeah, that's going to hit. So it's 3d10s on him.
Has he got right?
6.
Yeah, he's marred. Moving away from me.
As it takes him down to that.
I can't give you my will.
Yes, that's that done. So he's run along, turn round, cast fire, bolt, not ball, at the guard that you're with, and he's still standing.
Okay.
But the flames lick up his armour and do some pretty heavy damage. So that's him done. Lovenor is next, knowing that things aren't going so smoothly. He's going to move up with his movement, which is 30 feet. Like so.
Little love. That'll be his rap now.
Why is he 15
Doesn't
feet on
sound
here?
bad.
Little love.
He's 15 feet, so...
Nah, that's 30.
Yeah.
At the very least, it'd be 25 because it's a smaller creature.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, we'll say he gets to there, and he's going to try and cast a... No, he's not going to cast. He's going to fire a bolt off at this one. See if he can get him. Give it a little go. Get it. Yeah, fire! And both woof. Just fly past. One of them almost clips the monk who's engaged with him, but yeah, doesn't hit him. So, next up is Arcaximus. What are you doing?
Everyone's moved away, so you should not benefit from my will of the Watchers. So instead, I'll just attack this guy with my glaive twice.
Go for it. Roll some attacks, but
That's not going to do it. 2 plus something.
Yet.
This is why I never use my glaive. 15.
Misses.
That's me.
Dude.
Continues and never hitting with this glaive. I think I've hit once in 5, twice in 5 sessions.
Oh, mate.
That's just bad luck, baby. It's the guards.
Get a new dice.
Yeah. It is the guards' turn to go for their attacks. So.
What's that one?
Is this the one that you always crit with? It looks really light.
Does a 18 hit you?
Yeah.
Does, okay. So he only gets one attack on you in response, which is a little dagger attack. So, 6 points of damage as he comes at you, finds a little small gap within your armour, places it through the plate.
Probably Finn's fault for not tightening up properly.
Yeah, you should remember that and call him on that.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
There is, absolutely. That shouldn't be loose.
And he is then going to use his bonus action to get some HP back.
Oh, thank goodness.
10
Bless his up.
Oh, right.
If that had lost as well,
Oh,
quit.
Dude.
Quit this campaign.
Cool. And then the other 2 guards are going to make some attacks. Natural 20. And another one that will hit on this monk.
These are the
in front of
friendlies,
him.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. We have Baba Yaga. Let's do some damage.
Lovenor got plus D4 to his attack rolls as well, unless if they would have made a difference.
I did forget, thank you. I'll make sure I do it. Yeah, no. So this one here goes for a crossbow shot, up close and personal. There's no disadvantage from it, and just bolts this monk in the knee. He drops down and then bolts him in the head. He's out the game. So he's.
Well, we all just lost the game as well. I
thought it was the friendlies attacking. I was very excited.
No.
This is U-turned for me.
Next up is the one on this side. 17. And yeah, both of those hits. So no crit, but will hit.
Crit if you know you.
Let's go for the 4 plus 8. 6. That's 10 points of damage on that monk. He is hurting, but still standing. So that's those ones out of the way. So next up, top of the round, Lucian!
Now that I'm aware of this flanking situation, I'm just going to run up onto this guy and try and stab him up with my Hellfire dagger.
Go for it, baby!
D4. 22.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
You'd get sneak, because 5 feet.
So, first one is just a humble 6.
Okay.
And then, get into the real meat and potatoes of this. 5, 6, 9 extra.
Okay. He is hurt!
15 in total, right?
15 in total, right? Yeah. Yeah, he is hurt, but still standing as he's getting jabbed up by both of you.
And then I will use, I'll use cunning action to. If I'm moving out of 5 feet, is that disengage?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll do that and just step back just to here.
Okay, cool, nice. So next up, it was your bonus, right, to do that?
Yeah, but I
so
just remembered I didn't have enough movement to move that.
Got you. Okay, no worries. Final monk is up next, so he's going to try and attack the guard in front of him. That ain't gonna hit. Oh baby. Okay. That will. I liked it. So that's 8 points of damage on that guard. Lovely. And then he is going to use Flurry of Blows.
Yes.
So he's going to go for some more attacks on that guard.
Slap him in the jaw.
One of them connects. Yep, lovely stuff. So that then, as he does that, just like fast motion, again very Matrix style, you just see these fists flying as he's just connecting. A few of them whiff on this guard here. So then next up is Eufin. What you can do?
Movement. 5, 10, 15. Flanking. Advantage.
Yes.
Stab.
D4.
D4.
Oh lord, it's all coming in. It's all coming up.
There we go.
Natural 20.
This guy's gonna get it.
Yeah. So that's going to be. So on the first hit, I'm going to put Branding Smite into it as well.
Oh baby.
So that is 2 of these, and then oh god, I'm just going to stick to rolling things once. So to start off with, there's 2d10, 10, and a 1.
Get it like that.
Give it and they take it away.
So that's 11. 12, 17, 23, 28, 32,
Jesus.
33,
Ooh, baby.
Plus.
39 on the first hit.
Insane.
How would you like to do this?
As he's like getting boxed in the jaw, I'll just like place my hand on his shoulder, and as he like turns to see what's on his shoulder, I just drive the blade through his chest, and it's like a pulse of like fiery demonic energy that like blows his chest outwards onto the monk, and just kind of like lets him slide off his sword. Is like, sorry.
Monk just patting himself down, looks at you, nods and goes, thank you. As that one is out of the field. Fantastic.
Okay, and I don't have enough movement to get to the other one. So I'm just kind of gesture towards the door.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. So Grandmaster's up next. He is going to keep backing up this way to the door and mount the steps and just survey the scene in front of him. He's just got dead man, one of his men in front of him, 2 dignitaries are gone. From where his perspective is, he can see one more guard who's turned on him, so he's going to take a shot at that guy. He's going to go ahead and use
Firebender. This looks like good.
Yeah.
something a little bit spicy on this guy. Ooh, he's going to use... Let's have a look. Ooh, what am I going to get him? Nothing major. I should have really planned ahead for this. So sorry, everybody.
It's alright.
Yeah, he's not going to waste... From where he's seeing it, he's got lots of people that are fighting them, so he's not going to waste anything too major. He's going to go for another firebolt at this guy. So he's going to go for a shot at him. That's definitely going to hit. So let's roll some damage. Nine points of damage on this guy, just here. And it just sinks into him. Heats up his armour, but he is still standing. Cool, nice. And then he is going to head to the door, and he's going to start moving his hands around in a gesture
Oh shit!
at the door. But he can't complete that within this same go. That's him. Next up, Lovenor. Lovenor is going to take a hard right there, and he's going to come up alongside this column, get into cover behind it. On the sorry. And he's going to take a shot at this guy here as well.
With his bless.
With his bless, that's D4, right?
Yep.
That's up.
What's up, baby? Oh, yeah, that's going to hit. Is it just on the first attack?
Every
Every
attack rolls.
That's not so. One of them, of the two shots, definitely will connect with that guy. 6, so 6 points of damage on him. Nice. Okay, cool. So yeah, one of those bolts thunk, sunk straight into that guy there, and he is now looking pretty hurt, but still standing. Arky baby, you're up next. What are you going to do?
Attempt to hit
Okay.
with a different
You got
dice
this.
this time.
Different dice. Come on, natural 20.
Nat 20. Nat 20.
This is it. This is the one, baby.
No. 13. Less.
Oh my god!
It's just not unite.
I think I've rolled
doing me a
higher
favour.
than 10 once,
Oh.
maybe, in this whole campaign.
Oh, mate.
Here,
I'm
try
sorry.
this D20.
Actually, I've got a few here as well. Actually,
That's a game team one.
That
So
one.
oh well, that game 2 one's gotta bring you that good luck.
it did roll a 7 for me, so it's just shake it off. Shake it off.
Put this grave in the bin.
Any bonuses or anything like that you want to?
I don't have bonuses,
Okay,
really.
no worries. So, next up is the guards, and the one that's directly in front of you is gonna come at you and go for some attacks. Does a 14 hit?
No.
Does a 21 hit?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm on shield.
Shield?
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay. So it's 5 points of damage again as they're kind of just up in your shit and they're throwing you, and he's again just found another little nook in your armour and damn it. This loose armour is really messing.
19, so constitution.
Oh my
saving
god,
throws
what
fine.
is happening?
Bless is locked in.
And then this guard here is going to take his go and take 2 attacks at the Grandmaster.
Don't kill him whilst he's trying to open the door, you bastard.
Natural 1 and a 10, so they both miss. He's then going to back it up. 5, 10, 15, get into cover back there, and he's going to use his bonus action to do nothing,
Good.
because he ain't got one.
Amazing.
So, top of initiative, Lucian!
Just gonna head back, grief this boy some more.
Go for it.
I'd just like to add that same equal sides, and it's had 2 of us and Lovenar and the monk, and they're both still alive. And on that side, both are dead.
Yeah.
19.
That will hit.
So, first of all, 7.
7.
And then flavour 3, 7, 8.
How do you want to do this?
See the grief he's given him,
Yep.
and then I get my hand under his face, so just push his head back and just repeatedly stab him in the throat. And then once he's satisfied, just sort of like hilts the dagger up, and then that's when the soul starts to come out. And then
Is this the closest you've been to this happening?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's probably quite horrific.
yeah, and it unfortunately does get a bit more intense as the extraction gets longer and longer. You can see he's trying to force the dagger into places it's not meant to be forced into.
Shit!
And then
You're 20 years old.
he's going through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And then once he's done, he very eloquently pulls it out, does a quick flip. Unfortunately, gets a bit of blood on Ark,
Yeah.
and then just wipes the blood on his trousers because they're leather, so that'll just come out.
It's dry wipe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then just flicks it again and puts it back in.
Have you got any billowing capes or like a jacket or something? That's...
My blouse is fairly billowy.
I'm going to grab your blouse and wipe it off.
You know
my arm.
there's reels and TikToks of people like, have you got a napkin? They just rip someone's t-shirt off.
Nice. As you dispatch that guard and his soul across the river Styx.
Yes, straight to the Styx. And then I'm just going to use my cunning action to hide behind this pillar.
Can I get a stealth check from you?
You D4 on that?
I don't know which one I just rolled, and one's a 9 and one's a 20. Whichever D20 I rolled hit the other D20. So can I roll again?
Yeah, roll again, yeah.
With your D4?
With the D4.
With the D4. 28.
28.
Yeah.
You think you're hidden. You're hidden.
Okay.
Nice. Alright, next up is this monk here who, seeing grief happening to his grandmaster here, he's going to dash up on this guy and he's going to go for some attacks. He's going to go for some punches. That misses.
That's a punch. Speedballs his head just against like the back wall.
So he's going to use another key point to do another flurry of bows, because bows, monks.
There you go.
Critical
Both
roll.
headphones. Sponsor.
He does that JoJo Platinum.
That one's going to hit. That one is also going to hit. So that's
Star Platinum.
Let's do this, get some damage in. That's 10 points of damage on this guy. He's still standing, but he's definitely beaten and bloodied. Nice. So, next up is Finn. What are you going to do?
Sensing that this is coming to an end, I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, bonus action, Misty Step.
Oh!
Teleports behind you.
Jeez!
And then 2 actions again, 2 attacks with advantage and a D4 from my boy Arcaximus. Oh, so close. So that is a 32 to hit.
Fucking hell. Shit on it. Yes.
Yeah, it hits.
Nah.
Can you half that and give me the other half, and then we can both hit?
And so on the first hit, that is 16 points of damage.
Jeez.
And on the second, yeah, lost it. That is like 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
12 points of damage.
Okay. Hanging in by a fucking thread. But nonetheless, hanging in as this guy is being massacred by you and this monk who is just
Yeah, so seeing the monk fucking with him, I just run and then they just disappear into like a cloud of like volcanic smoke, appear behind him and just slash into the back of him a couple of times.
Nice. So that's your bonus and your action and all your good stuff done.
That's
so
done.
next up is the Grandmaster, who continues to move his hands in a series of different gestures, very Doctor Strange vibes, as he's casting something on this door.
Well, you better be opening it and not locking it.
And you hear a sound of a series of locks. The door doesn't open, and it doesn't open up yet, but it seems to be the door is unlocked.
Lovely stuff.
So, up next is Lovenor, who is going to come around this column here, seeing that there's one guy left. get kind of right up behind the Grandmaster and kind of get into a defensive position behind him, crossbow trained, looking out for any danger, but not taking any shots because not a very clear shot, and looks like the last remaining Tango is pretty preoccupied, so he's just going to hold his attack for anything that comes across their way.
Any brain dogs?
Any damn brain dogs!
We've been around the pillars and stuff, so I'm quite happy that...
But then why are they possessed?
I told you, the enemies of humankind are nefarious.
Oh, baby, it's getting spicy! So next up is Arcaxinus.
I have enough to get to here, and with my glaive.
Reach, baby. Reach! Natural 20.
Come on, this
on
is
the
it.
game T
This
die.
is it.
It's 5 plus 6.
Fucking God.
17!
The game T dice. The game T dice prevail. And that's why you should use the discount code. The Briggsy at discount.
That's a 1 out of 6,
There you
everybody.
go. Nice.
1 out of 6.
1 out of 6,
So
finally.
of course I'm going to smite, because otherwise it's not been bloody worth it. So the regular hit is 8 pokey damage.
Pokey.
And then... where's my smitey stuff? Here we go. So that's 1, 2, 3 d8 on top. I want to do 3, 8, 3, 8, and 7. Add all that up.
Jeez.
However much that is.
How do you want to do this?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I just seeing this slim gap between like Finn and the pillar, and with my glaive out, I just battle charge like I'm fucking cavalry with the glaive, literally just straight through the back and up.
Nice. Oof.
And yeah, lift him, and then like, so he drops down like another foot through it, and so I'm satisfied that he's completely limp, and then just like dash him like here,
Rolls down those stairs into the centre courtyard bit.
and then in a flourish which is not earned, I would just swing the glade to flick the blood of it like we do now.
Oh, it scatters across this marble floor and all the detail. So technically, there's no more combatants that seem to be against you on the field.
Technically.
So I imagine you all group up by the door here.
Yep.
As the Grandmaster, who's in front of you, looks to you and goes, "Goodness, that is an absolute fucking mess. What is going on here?"
If they're within the city walls, you must protect the population.
Must point us to the teleports that we can leave. We've helped.
Leaving us?
Well, you know, I mean, we've helped. This could be happening in other places. We need to let the Seven know.
But fine. And he
I'm already
looks.
reaching for the doorknob.
He looks past you all, looks at the door in that far corner, and casts a spell towards that door. As you see and hear from across the way, a series of locks. And that door locks in the far end of the room. Well, hopefully there's no more in the building, come on. And you push through into this room, here. As you push through into this room, you hear an incredibly loud explosion happen in the room behind you that you've just left. Green flash, explosion, some of the columns at the back there crumble. As you see assailants pouring into this room, following in from...
that poor guard.
Yeah, I'll tell them to come in if they can. If we see that happening, we'll get that last remaining guard, and I'm not leaving them to die.
Yeah. You all get into this room here, and
The keep is lost.
it would appear that way, wouldn't it? I must get you out of here. As you head to the teleportation circle, and the Grandmaster begins to cast the spell, the teleportation circle. as he begins to cast teleportation circle on this, you hear banging at all of these doors here. And you see these two smaller doors either side start to bow and cave.
Come with us. It's not safe here.
Do I have time to do something?
Yeah, it takes a minute to cast teleportation circle.
I'm going to light a candle and chuck it at one of the doors.
Hell yeah. Oh,
We know what we're doing.
how many seconds does it take to...
Casting time is 1 minute, so
For him to do the teleportation zone.
that's what? 10 rounds?
It's a thick boy, so they might slip on it when they come through.
Do you think it'd be better if they slipped on some oil?
Ooh.
I mean, there's 3 doors to pick from, so...
This door doesn't seem to be budging at the moment. The middle main door, the one that's been...
There's 2 doors to pick from.
Was the candle lit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got prestidigitation, so quick look.
I want to dip one of my arrows in oil and try and fire it at the candle.
Okay. Roll for an attack. At which door?
The one that fins through the candle at.
Okay.
Left door.
Left door, okay.
You won't have blessed anymore, I imagine.
That's fine. That's not fine.
What is it?
That one.
That
It's
one?
probably been over a minute now.
Is it flaming or you just got oil tipped?
It just I wanted to dip the arrow in oil and then fire it off.
It hits the door
Yeah.
and just starts dripping to the floor, but doesn't do what I believe you would like it to do.
Cool. Well, it was a good idea.
As
Lucy, it didn't help.
There's no hindrance, so...
Yeah, Grandmaster is currently stood here casting on the teleportation circle, but these 2 doors either side of the main door are pushing in and beginning to break.
I'll ask him, can you send word to the city?
I'm a bit busy!
I will ready 2 Eldritch Blasts for any kind of... If anything pokes its head through the
Okay.
left door.
Alright,
And I'll ready an arrow at the other door.
okay. Time.
Get away!
Another 6 seconds pass. As this door is now, you can start to see, like, axes coming through the wood. This door is going to come down shortly. This one's holding up okay at the moment.
There's nobody here!
The door continues to be broken down. Are you doing anything? Are you still readying your shots?
Still holding.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, is anyone visible through that door, or is it just not fully broken yet?
Not fully broken yet.
Yeah, I don't want to damage the door anymore.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ready. I will steal myself.
Ooh.
It's a good shout. You
Yeah.
should always steal yourself. Woo-hoo! This door comes down. And with that, 3 monks pour into the room.
Ah,
Friendly. Yeah?
5, 10, 15, 20. I'll need one of, if you chip pack me. Yeah. That one will work.
This one?
Yeah. Thank you.
Sexy one.
And if I could have, is there another? I'll take the gymnasty then.
Oh.
Yeah, perfect. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 5, 10.
You get a shot off with some of these guys?
Yeah, you will do.
yeah, as soon as the first one goes to come through, you would have get blah blah!
Yeah.
We'll say this one that came towards the Grandmaster was the first one through. So yeah, if you want to roll your attacks.
That's not good, that's an 11. But that's better, that is... what is that? 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
14 for me.
14. No dice.
You take 7 points of force damage.
7 points.
I should have used my rod. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I should have moonbeamed.
And then that is, did you say 7 points damage?
Yas. Yeah, I would have got on my...
Cool.
I could have used summon demons to keep them at bay.
Alright.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing.
So he gets up to the Grandmaster and he's going to attack him mid-casting.
Oh, you fuck. Anus speed.
So let's hope these don't hit. Let's see what happens. first one will miss because he can't cast shield at the same time. No, it will hit. That's going to hit.
It's alright, he'll have concentration checks.
Yep.
He seems like a concentrating guy.
Yeah.
It's 4 points of damage. And that one, so only one of them hits. 4 points of damage on him. Concentration check.
10.
Yeah, that's fine. He makes that. So yeah, he gets some damage on him as he just gets popped in the ribcage. He's like, just keeps casting his thing. And then the others are going to attack Jarl. So Lucian, one of them's going to attack you from behind.
Son of a bitch.
With a
That's me.
Oh.
that is a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
I've got that 120 feet range.
8 points of damage. So I'm going to use some key points.
I'm going to use Uncanny Dodge.
Okay, so that's 4.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
4 points damage. I'm going to use some key points. 1 key point to go for Flurry of Blows.
He hit me from behind, right?
Yeah.
I didn't get dodge on that.
Why?
Why?
I have to see the person attacking me.
Yeah, I mean,
You
it's...
see him.
You would
like if
the
they're
door would have
invisible.
come down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They made enough noise for you to know they were coming in,
Right.
so we'll say that's fine. So yeah, 4 points damage on the first
Yeah.
attack, then Flurry of Blows. It's a natural 20.
Should have saved your dodge for that one.
But can't I do it on every attack?
No, just one.
There's a lot of hindsight.
Use your reaction.
8 plus.
Yeah.
So that's 11 points of damage. So not awful, but yeah, he gets a few. And again, it's these same fast, speedy hits that just wham you in the back.
Those.
I love Wham.
I love whammies.
Wake me up for your teleportation
Ooh,
circle out.
natural 20 on Lovenor with one of the hits.
You kill Lovenor, I'm gonna kill you, George.
4 with 8 plus 3 is 11 points, and then Flurry of Blows with more key points.
Nice. Another photo?
Misses. And that one will definitely hit. 5 points of damage. 16 points of damage on Lovenor as he just gets whammied by these guys coming in. But he's standing, he's alright, he's okay with it. He takes these and he's like, spits on the floor. Hey, come on in, you little fucker. Cool. Still in combat then. Those guys are
So
broken
still
through.
the same initiative count.
So Lucian, top of the round.
Cool.
Yeah, the guy who just went for me. Is it this one?
Yes.
Who's this?
He's one of the
That's
ones
the-
that are still on your side.
Yeah, he was the guard from the previous room. The guy that was over here.
Would that count this monk as flanked if he's next to him?
Not flank, but could probably call it within 5 feet.
Yeah,
'Cause
you'll
Lovenor-
have sneak attack.
Yeah, you'll get
Yeah.
sneak.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and suck his soul out of his body.
Oof, kinky.
If you know what I'm talking about. 14.
14. That hits.
Oh. In that case.
Oh.
So that's a 5.
Okay.
First of all, and then Flavor Flav. 1, 2, 7.
Cool. What's the total?
I forgot the
Is
first
that
number.
12?
12, yeah.
12 bill points. So that is 20. Yeah, cool. Nice.
And then I just want to use Skirmisher to
Ooh.
back up from him.
Okay. What does that do?
So I can move up to half my speed away from him without opportunity attack.
Buzzing, yeah. Head on. Nice.
Actually, I'll go diagonal.
Diagonally. Nice. This monk's go. He's going to go ahead and take an attack on the other monk. Monk on monk action.
Oh,
Ooh, and that's going to hit. And then he'll also just ready flurry of blows as well.
These are you two, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
Cute.
all of them hit. D6s.
You holding hands?
4, 5.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So
Shit.
pass luck to each other.
6 points of damage. That was a pretty awful fucking round for him. Oi, oi, oi.
That's alright, we've got this. There aren't loads more trying to get in.
That door is still moving.
Yeah.
I'm the wall, man. No one's getting past me.
It's true. Contested.
Cool. That's that monk's go. Finn, you're up.
Seeing the dude harassing the Grandmaster and knowing that that's kind of like our way out, I will run, movement 5, 10, 15, 20, get into flanking with him, kind of do a little slide, scrape the floor with my armour.
Nice.
And that's 2 attacks with Levistus. 11, 13. So the first one hits for 22.
Yep.
And the second one is higher.
Yeah, no, they both hit then.
Right.
Do some damage.
So the first one is 11 points of damage, and the second one is 13 points of damage.
Okay, 13. Okay, he's looking pretty hurt.
And I'm hoping that I'm somewhat getting his attention.
You've got his attention, baby. You've done some damage. Nice.
And that's it.
Lovely. Grandmaster continues casting Teleportation Circle on his go. Hasn't been attacked, so that's all good. Lovenor is up next. He wants to go for some hand-to-hand combat against the...
Queen Three Rules.
Yeah, he's like, right, you know, if I can play games, I'll play against you. And he goes for a hit.
Have at it.
Unarmed strikes, 22 to hit. And the second one misses, so 22. And it's just... Wait, what? No, surely not. Unarmed strike, 1 point of damage. I guess that's...
Yeah, if he doesn't have a high strain.
Yeah. He goes for a punch, hits him, square in the jaw. This monk just recovers, misses the second one, and then goes to reach for his crossbow on the next round. That is his go. I'll just take that.
Yeah,
1
like
point.
my unarmed strike does 0 damage.
Arky, what are you doing? This door that you're in front of is bowing
Yeah, no one's getting in there. Don't worry about that door.
and breaking.
Sacred Flame on this guy. A dex save, please.
Dex save.
They'll probably make it, being monkey people, but monk-like people.
Let's do it. Dex save.
Yeah.
17.
My bad. Yeah, they make it. Let me roll the dice that you... Oh no, if you make it then...
No damage.
Oh yeah. That's fine.
Okay, cool. No worries. What else are you doing?
Oh, no, nothing.
Staying by the door. Staying by the door?
Yeah.
Cool, no worries. So that's that. Top of the round, Lucian.
Yep.
Where you at, baby?
Head back over to my guy.
Mm-hmm. My guy.
Go.
My guy. My guy.
My guy. How many more rounds until we teleport?
2.
Oh my god, that's worse than the one before. 10.
That'll miss, unfortunately.
I back off in that case using
Disengage.
that thing that I used. No.
Oh, skirmisher.
Skirmisher.
No worries, you get away quite nicely. I should have said before the top of the round, the door that's in front of you breaks and comes down as, if I grab 2 of the guards,
The guards.
are now directly in front of you, like Aximus.
I was built for this.
You're gonna hold the door.
Mm-hmm.
Hold the door.
Yeah, just hold the globe sideways so they can't get in.
Still are you trying to punch me? You trying to punch me?
So next up, we'll call it the monks that have broken in, or at least the 2 that remain in the room for now. Not these 2. Do them separately, and they will go pretty high up the initiative order. the ones that are currently in the room are going to go for some attacks. You're absolutely right. This one is going to do some damage on you.
Do it!
Lucien. No, not Lucien. Finn. Sorry. First one's going to woof miss. Second one with flurry blows, and the third one is a 16. 19 and a 16. Yeah, go.
It's a 4 instead for one of them.
Okay, so one hit gets through with the flurry of blows included. Roll some damage. It's 9 points of damage on you from one of those.
Easy.
As these series of fists flying all around, whizzing all around. One of them connects. And then the other one, who's in here, is going to move up on you, Lucien. Get an attack opportunity from him. That will miss. It's going to go for an attack on you. Does a 16 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. 7 points damage.
I'll use uncanny dodge on that one.
Cool, so that will make it 3 points of damage instead. And then going to go for flurry of blows. 17 and a... What is that? 15?
Both hit.
Okay. It's 9 points of damage. And then another 4 points of damage, so 15 plus 3, so it's 18 points damage across the board as this monk just runs up at you, slides in, goes for some low pops, goes for some middle pops, and then one across the chin as well, so you get him. They're working the bag.
Get popped everywhere.
They're working.
It's popping off all over.
Finger popping each other's assholes.
I'm gonna react with skirmisher.
Okay.
So move away.
Alright, no worries. Cool.
Also just read that skirmisher is actually a reaction to use at the end of an enemy's turn. So all the other times I moved away last time, I'll just say I used disengage.
That's fine, cool, no worries. I'm cool with it. Finn, you're up next.
Okay. Since he's on me, seeing that Arcaximus, they've broken the door by him, I will grip, with my free hand, I will grip onto my Rod of the Pact Keeper, get a spell back, and prepare to do something on the next turn. And that is it.
Alright, cool. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes! Grandmaster continues preparing the spell. You can see that these different rune sigils are all lighting up over the last kind of few seconds you've been in here, and they're getting brighter and brighter, and you can see that this, for many of you that have some kind of arcane knowledge, you can see this is almost ready to go. But not quite yet. Right, Lovenor is next. He's realised that trying to punch a monk don't really get you that far, so he's going to go for some nice close-up dagger work on them instead. With a 16, that will hit, and that one won't. So, dagger, 1d4. That's 5 points of damage on this one that's directly in front of him. And they are hanging in by a fucking thread, but still standing. So that's Lovenor. Arky, you are now met with two more, we'll call these monks, not soldiers, trying to get through you.
Yeah, I'm just going to do Moonbeam here.
Okay, baby. Hit them up. What do they need to give you?
Well, only the one, but basically they have to move through if they want to come through the door.
Okay.
So only the one that's currently standing in front of me has to do a something saving throw. Actually, on its turn, we'll do it.
Okay.
So you can hold that roll if you want.
So they're going to go after Lucien on the next round. So
it's a con save if that's what you rolled.
Con save. Okay.
You can
Yes.
save that for that when you get to his turn.
Okay. Love that. Any movement, bonus actions?
No, I'm holding the door.
Hold the door, baby. Right, well, top of the round is Lucien. You start.
Yep. This guy's an enemy, right?
Yes, he is an enemy.
Okay, so I get behind him
You are
Is he now
flanking.
officially flanked?
Yeah, we'll give you advantage for that,
Yeah.
and you get sneak, so all the good stuff for you.
18 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool. First stabby stab. Oh, fuck, cocked. 6
Yep.
piercing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get 3, 5, 8 flavour.
How do you want to do this?
Ooh! Kind of similar to earlier. How tall is the enemy?
Same height as you, humanoid.
Cool. Hands over his eyes, putting his head back and just repeatedly stabbing in the chest like a prison style. And then
Yep.
maybe a couple in the ribs as well, but ultimately finishing where his heart would be, and then just start to grind away. Like if you've seen him do it before, this is very like going through the motions sped up.
First time you seeing this up close, or have you seen this up close before?
No, I think you saw me do it to that guy that was on the floor in
Yeah,
the first session.
this is disconcerting to Finn. Finn will remember this.
Yeah. Whereas the first time
Yeah.
you saw it, it was just very much finesse.
Yeah.
This is just like desperation.
Yeah.
Just like stab it until you know it's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then-
Finn don't like this.
Yeah. And then removes the dagger as the soul is visibly coming out, which is uncharacteristic for this.
Yeah. I was going to make you on like a con save or something to not throw up, but I won't force that on you. I know he's got a weak stomach, but I'll let you RP that at some point in the future.
This is what coffee does.
Yeah.
He doesn't want it.
Yeah. Cool. All right then. That is dispatched and dealt with. So, next up, these new guys here. He fails the con save. So what's the damage
shit.
on this guy?
Why are you making dice towers?
I don't really need my dice. 2d10 radiant.
Oh,
4 plus 3.
7.
7 points of radiant damage.
nice. As he just gets scorched from on high as this beam, is it white beam or kind of like what colour?
Yeah, moonlight.
Descends from heaven. Just bass tones as this guy's getting scorched. Just Is it like
Good.
radiant energy?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. The one behind him is going to make a distance over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Longer way to go.
40. He can't go any further than
Tower
that.
defense.
So that's... Actually, hold on.
I was going to say, did that guy actually do his turn?
This guy.
Yeah.
He got cooked.
This guy.
Failed a con save.
He still gets his
hit
turn.
and stuff. He just
Yeah.
gets hurt.
Can he hit you through the...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, he's going to go for an attack on you then.
Gets me through the ball.
18 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 6 points of damage. And then some key points expended. So you can go for some more attacks. That one misses. That one is a 14, so
No.
yeah. Goes for flurry of blows. Second and third miss. First one does get a connection of that much damage. Cool. Next up it's this monk. He's going to take his distance around here, 5, 10, 15. Just get into proximity with this guy and go for some hits. One that's berating Lovenor. That's going to connect and dispatches him as he just bam, bam, bam. And the final blow punches him into the air, sends him up
Damn.
and knocks over the candle here. Very cinematic. And takes out the other monk out of the field.
This guard's earning this page set today.
And then with his remaining movement, he's going to back up, looking in that direction towards a teleportation circle, kind of defending the space.
Yeah, I'll shout out to the room. Check that door. Because I've just seen this guy run away.
Nice. Finn, what are you doing?
Noticing that the the thing is lighting up, I'll be like, Arcaxmas, come on, hurry up! And then I will step onto the platform and knowing that he suggested about something else happening at the other door, eyes will roll black and just some demonic voices will come out from within. We should find. And a series of black holes will open up around this doorway, and a bunch of dretches come flooding out and just fill this area. There's about 8 of them, but
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh.
that kind of gives us a little
Like
bit
that.
of breathing
Nice.
room.
Love it.
There you go.
In the words of Big Willie style. That's hot. Love that. There's this
Just
guy.
eyes go back to normal.
Clears the throat. Nice.
Some black coffee you drunk earlier on
Yeah.
to make your eyes go black. It's pretty strong stuff.
There you go.
Alright.
And there's no more enemies in
In the
our
room. No,
isn't there?
no.
Cool.
Oh no. Shit, no there is. This
Oh, I
guy.
thought it was friendly.
No, this guy is
Forgot about
still...
him. Oh, because he was harassing you and you
Yeah,
It's
was
almost
away.
harsh on me.
At this point, Grandmaster does some final finesse movements with his hand, and the teleportation circle is ready.
Oh,
And he says to you, "Move quickly! You must get into the space!"
already there, mate.
As he's holding it for you.
The evac is leaving.
Like this, but he is, as he's holding it, he's backing up into the middle of the room.
Touching down now, boss.
That's his go. Lovenor, hearing this, makes the distance 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, gets a foot onto the teleportation
Cuss.
circle.
I could have moved back a little bit because I had the movement just in case. people needed
Yeah. So you have a round from this point to come back round to the Grandmaster to get on there.
to- Easy.
Easy. So, with that, it is Arcaximus, your go.
Oh, then I'll dash and leave that burning him.
Yeah, he'll get an attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it woofs.
On his toes.
Woofs as well, it's a 10, so he misses you. Nice.
I
top of the round.
scream at these two to join us. Can you? The guard and the captain.
And they just shout back at you.
Come with us.
I cannot leave this place.
You must.
Tell them what happened here. As
I don't know what happened.
they now, well, in that moment, he turns to face the room. So, who just went, sorry?
Me.
You just went, so top of the round, Luthien
Just casually strolls onto the teleportation circle. Clearly,
strolls in.
blood
Yeah.
coming from everywhere because he's in very poor shape. But
Nice.
collapses onto the circle once he's on there.
Nice. And with that, as you stand on the teleportation circle, this door begins to light up. Green marks all over this door as it blows wide open, knocks over everything apparently. Forgot about the attack. And you just see the room begin to flood with monks, guards,
Shit.
civilians, just flooding into this space and beginning to engage with the Grandmaster, the last remaining monk, as those sigils around you, and you just dissipate and disappear, leaving that room behind. And that's where we'll pick up next week's session.
Yeah. An hour, you said.
We'll be in and out.
Quick adventure, in and out.
But I think we're still within the 3-hour mark of the episode, so
Oh yeah, if you take away all the other stuff.
yeah, we're good. Oh, well, thank you for joining us for another episode of Dungeons, Dice and Dudes. Did you kids have fun? Was that fun?
For sure.
We had oodles of fun.
Arcaximus isn't happy to leave those people to die. I'm gonna have to do some serious flagellation on the other side.
Oh, yeah. Even if it wasn't for the other dudes, all of those demons would just go and try and kill them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, I know, but chances are they'd die before they got back all the way here.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for listening to another episode. Thank you guys for another fun game. We'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to check us out on all of our various socials, at Dungeons, Dice and Dudes, at Dungeons_Dudes. Don't forget to check out the Briggsy on Twitch for his content, but also his Discord and all that good stuff. Don't forget to use the Briggsy at checkout with Game Tier when you're buying your fantastic goodies from them, 5% off your order. And last but not least, please have a little look-see, have a little listen to our fantastic sister podcast, Thinking Critically, for some more TTRPG fun and games. We will see you all. No, I said this last time, we won't see any of them, but they'll hear us all again.
They don't know.
Oh, they don't know. Always watching! We will see you on the next session. Bye!
Bye!